Never mind. How's this?
Yes, my lady. We'll obey your wish.
Are you guys seeing the game being played?
My lady.
One second. I'm not sure if my stream is actually working or not.
You honor us, fair lady. We serve to the best of our capacity.
There it is, isn't it? I can't tell. There it is, isn't it? Oh, okay. Was it? Where is it on? Just on the front stream there, guys? You guys not seeing me? I think I might have not been pressing my buttons properly.
You honor us, fair lady.
Sorry, guys. A little technical hiccup there. We had a game running for a while here, and I think I didn't get you guys into the stream properly. My mistake, boys.
We got the big game rifles.
Did anyone hear anything before this? Maybe not. You probably weren't getting any of my voice at all. I've just been talking to nobody for like 10, 15 minutes. We missed the catchphrase and everything, right? Does anybody else love an ECAS tournament? I don't know. I don't remember the one I used. Hey, boys. Yes. Yes, technical difficulties. So you are joining a game in progress as of about 15, 17 minutes ago.
At your command.
But we're here to go. We're rocking. We are playing the ECAS today.
Yes, my lady.
And we are looking at a pretty decent spot. Looking at a pretty decent spot here. Let me finish where my brain is at currently, and then I will give you the update of where we're at and what's going on.
There must be a way to hunt down those worms.
Not a tree-related delay. There's actually oh, I missed the trade. There's actually a big thunderstorm out and about outside today again. So all tree-related jokes are banned from the chat for today until the storm passes. Anyways, we are playing ECAS today. I had been planning to do an Atreides play, but we had too many Atreides sign up as people that wanted to play, so I opted to fall back to the ECAS to play them instead.
Listening. What's the plan?
Which I don't mind at all. I'm a big ECAS enthusiast, even though it gets me killed just about every game.
We're glad to be helpful.
So well, let's do our lands right quick here, and then I'll talk through with the map. We're spawned in the east. We've got Atreides neighbors and Carino neighbors. What's this look like? We wouldn't hate a little bit of a dip in the Landsred standing, because I think we're gonna get our embassy up, which is gonna give us a big boost afterwards. So that would be a good thing. We're gonna be very cautious about what we take immunity to, because Carino is going fast and furious, making a lot of things affect all factions. So we certainly don't want to opt out of something and then have Carino make it affect everybody. We also have the long timers today, so we have 10 minutes to get through stuff. So be slow and thoughtful with our selections here. All factions, so we like that one. We're not really pillaging right now. We're plenty busy just taking territory. I think I like this one. Not like enough to spend any extra influence on it, but I'm good with that. Tuning in from work. Welcome, Fox Demon King. Let's hope the art will take the day. Yes, my previous tournament, I flew too close to the artsy fartsy sun, and everyone came and murdered me. So we'll hopefully not have that happen today. We'll have to play ever so slightly more cautiously, if I can possibly do that. I'm not even sure I know how. But we're doing really well. We've got we got Space Cowday, our southern neighbor on the Carino. Across from us, Fusa on the western edge, the Smugglers, and Tontino, as I know him, up on the Atreides to the north. We have secured a very quick worm nest behind us for some of that extra delicious spice. And we've got ourselves 3 pretty quick, pretty efficient sanctuaries right off the bat. So we're feeling economically very, very good. 3rd spice secured up top, and a potential 4th spice down below us. We could be a 4 spice with a worm nest, ECAS. Could be a heck of a game here. Let's make sure we're getting the goodies. We are struggling a little bit dealing with some of the raiders who are quite aggressive, but we'll be all right.
At your command, my lady.
Things are going really well. Yeah, I had a good "Does anyone else" intro, and I used it, of course, like 20 minutes ago when no one was listening to me. Nope, worms.
For the hunt.
No.
We'll follow the path, my lady, as fast as the
Worms.
no greater task than serving
Oh, that's actually the second time that has happened to me. This match, you guys missed the first one, but it was also bad. The worms are feasting today. Would be a shame to miss the spice tax. It sure would. That's why you're here. Thank you, Sergey. Doing God's work reminded me of the spice tax. Let's get everybody deployed and out and about and doing some work, but also an airfield because we've got the Atreides up there looking troublesome.
Of course,
Okay, if we had troops, we would go down and take this other spice field down there before Carino gets there. He's taking a spice, not a space rack. He's taking a space rack, not a spice rack.
fast as these feet can
Good in the old space rack. Really nice, but we'll live without it. We are looking for the money instead. What else are we picking up around the map? I'm pretty happy with whatever we got here.
We got the big game
We're gonna have
rifles.
fabulous
Ready for
land
the hunt.
to our name here. Ooh, 8 water is tight. Let's get the supply drop up to make sure we get there
Our
okay.
lives are yours.
Do your catchphrase, man. All right, what's our catchphrase? What's a good one? Does anyone else like some arts and crafts? Does anyone else like a good museum? Yeah, I do. I like a museum. I love museums, man. Museums are awesome. I like art museums. I like natural history museums. All that good stuff. You did the thing.
We got the big game
Yes, welcome everybody. I'm so happy to have you
Ready
here.
for the hunt.
So happy. Let's get going. Let's make Spice Field number 4 a thing. It's gonna be Spice Field number 4 and Sanctuary number 4, and we're gonna just be
Capacity.
feasting. We can already start popping out all of our good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean masterpieces, of course.
Muskets are loaded.
A fun and lovely lad. Thank you so much. Houston Museum Districts. I bet Houston's got some banging museums. I believe that.
That'll be some
I
sport.
am
We
up
got
in
big
the
game
Cleveland
rifles.
area myself, and Cleveland actually has some pretty excellent museums too. Cleveland was like so Cleveland's interesting. It was like a super booming city long ago in like the steel coal times, right? Like all the millionaires lived in Cleveland because it was a really important shipping hub on the Great Lakes and a lot of really important industry. And then since then it's declined and it's sort of it's in what's called the Rust Belt, where all of that steel infrastructure sort of fades away. But the point being, during the time that Cleveland was a super up and coming and big powerful city, we got all kinds of really great world class like opera houses and really great also all the arts, right? We've got really great theaters and really great music and orchestras and things. And now that we've sort of shrunk to kind of a small city, we've still got all that really great art infrastructure left, which is
We
nice.
got the big
So,
game rifles.
one of the better parts about being around Cleveland. We got a lab thopter out and about. Let's go thopter. So far, so good. I was a little concerned about maybe the Atreides getting aggressive, but they seem to be quite chill. I think the Atreides are probably concerned about other people being aggressive. Atreides seem to have become basically the big bad villains these days. This guy pays out for statecraft builders. I think I still want masterpieces because we want to boost our harvester works with them. Yeah, so Atreides seems to have become a bit of the villain in the current meta. Oh, you know what we need? We need a garden. Where would be a good garden? This guy would be a good garden, right? Yeah. Ho, 7 knowledge. And then we will add some more masterpieces to buff up the extra stuff too. What's the opinion on the fan-made Cleveland tourist videos? I think I'm familiar with the one you're talking about.
At your command, my
Accurate is probably my opinion on it. There's plenty of depression and sadness around Cleveland, but like also like we're kind of proud of things as well. It's hard to explain exactly how that works, but
What's the
all right,
plan?
that's definitely a siege right thereabouts. Atreides with the White Rift is tough. It's true, but it's also just right there, so we could go fight him if needs be. I'm not making as much money as I really want to be making. I think it's probably going to take a little bit of time to spin up to it. Carino's got the votes, followed closely by Atreides. Do I care about any of this? I don't want to, you know, abstain from this in case Carino makes it everybody, which makes it tricky. No, he didn't. He made this the elected faction. Is he going to put that stink on somebody? Evil. Oh yeah, I was going to play Atreides, but we had more other players also sign up wanting to play Atreides, so I opted to take my second pick rather than force someone else to maybe random on to their other picks. Because I don't particularly care. I'm happy playing just about anybody. Pretty comfortable just about anywhere. I play just about anywhere. I think my least played are probably Vernius for sure, then maybe Harkonnens or Smugglers. The Hugglers. The Smarkonnens. If I win, could I play Atreides in the finals? Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe if no other Atreides make it through, maybe. I could probably argue that. Atreides has White Rift. Let's call it out to the audience. 80 votes on ECAS on lands. Oh, they want to put me in the land spit. I don't care. That's fine. I'm getting a lot of standing, plus 40 per council. I'm not even sure where that's all coming from. People are gonna think it's a governor rush, but I couldn't care more about it, or I couldn't care less, or more, whichever one is the one that I care the least about.
Vice crew reporting.
Okay, so the lobby is united. I'm putting me into the pits. At least, yeah, everybody is. A couple of votes from everybody
At
there.
your command, my lady.
Bunch of villains.
At your service, my lady.
Awaiting order. Straight on it.
Get that guy on safe mode. Start making sure we have our, you know, what's the word? Our masterpieces up in all of our spicy villages, since we've got our harvester works. Yeah, the Vernius is the struggle bus for sure. Gonna try to assassinate Atreides. Excellent. They're looking strong.
Ready for the
There's another worm here. There's worms all over the place,
We
man.
got the big game
Getting
rifles.
worm struck like crazy today.
We'll follow the path of Our Lady.
Let's get some manpower up. Our knowledge is doing really good. And I think right hereabouts would be an excellent spot for an experimental furnace if I had the water. We're water shy. Get me up for eye, he says. Make him eye of the council. Speaking of water, yikes.
You'd kill
Yikes.
for a bit of shade. There must be a way to hunt down those worms. You'd kill for a bit of
Yeah,
shade.
water is going to be an issue for us. Let's make sure we are investing there. We got lots of wind around. We just gotta make sure we invest in our water traps. We should be okay here. I always like to push it as much as possible, and sometimes I push it too far, and then we don't got any water left.
At your
We've got all
command,
the
my lady.
economic regions that we'd like. Now we're just kind of grabbing whatever else looks good out there. 4 sanctuaries is crazy. Plus 13 authority. I do go mad with power from time to time. It's been known to happen.
We'll hunt them like the animals they are.
Maybe I'll try some prickly spear. Someone was evangelizing the strength of prickly spear to me, so I'm happy to
Ready for the hunt.
give it a shot. We're still suffering on that manpower.
Yes, my lady.
Mm.
Of course, my lady.
Nowhere to hide.
Let's go back into our lands and go home and heal. It's too soon. Yes, you guys are here to keep me under control, because you know I sometimes get a little too big for my britches, they might say. I get excited, and I want to conquer the world. But we need to be cautious, because last time I got excited, I just died real quick. Bonus per statecraft building, so we definitely want some knowledge there. This is, of course, the Acid Lakes, boosting our research hub, but draining the life of anybody who's in there. Tons of fun. Oh, going well, looking good. We're going to really start popping off on the spice here quite soon. We should be selling now and then banking later.
My lady.
Manpower is holding us back here. Get those training slots up, though, first and foremost. What am I going to get more manpower from? Probably over thereabouts, but we're burning through our plascrete stockpiles too. Let's grab some of these goodies. And it's got to be a Whitmore game, doesn't it? It's got to be a Whitmore. Remus, welcome. Yes, we don't do a ton of live streaming around here, but when we do, it goes well. No, sometimes. It depends on the state of the trees at the time, I suppose. Manpower, yes, we wanted to manpower up the harvesters.
Listening. On vector.
Crawler on report. The spice must flow.
And we need more manpower around. I kind of don't want to put it here because this is going to be... I mean, there's better stuff. But it's in my front lines. I guess maybe it's... That could be a really strong economic region because the +3 Solari per buildings is a really great... Tons and tons of raiders coming out. The +3 per buildings is a really great buff to take advantage of for the ECAS, but you're in a storm, get out of there. But it's because it's my most forward sort of frontline base. Look at this smuggler expansion's very interesting over there. I guess I'm at peace with everybody but Atreides. He has a craft workshops up. Everybody else is craft workshopping relatively rapidly here. Maybe we aim to take it from them before we get our own craft workshops. In which case, we need lots more red tech. Best choaming faction is the Harkonnens. Is there an argument for the other hero? The other hero, Elessa, is very defensive oriented, so the argument for Elessa is maybe you've got the perfect lands, and these are actually pretty dang good lands, and you know you can win just on the lands that you've got, so you just need to plan to be as defensive as possible. And Elessa is a much stronger defensive character, but taking her, you give up on the ability to do a big endgame boost of hegemony. I mean, smugglers are probably second placed on the chomers, but nobody chomes like the Baron. Are we winning? We're not winning, and that is a good thing, because every time we're winning, someone comes and kills us. We don't... Oh, I guess this is a bad thing, so you could pay 20 lands outstanding to step out of it. I don't care about that particularly. We are way behind Carino. 300 votes on Carino. Carino with the triple blue. Carino's also a good chomer, that's true. I don't feel strongly about any of this. Good. Carino made this for everybody, so that's great for us. Is anybody choming up? 10% on... Or smugglers are doing a bit of chom, but we're going to be rich once all of our stuff gets properly online here. We even do a little bit of maneuvering stuff around. Where do our votes go? Probably over hereabouts. Elected faction gets a truce with everybody. The elected faction suffers weaker military power. You just put that on Atreides for funsies. And I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a truce ourselves. It's fine. Carino cannot base drop on sanctuaries. At least as far as I know. I don't think anybody could do anything to sanctuaries. Carino got the truce. I got bad military power thanks to Carino and Atreides. And everybody got cheaper stuff. Well, let's start making some perfect guys. Because our tech is actually moving along really nicely here. I am pleased by all this. We really are just running light on the manpower. No base drop on sanctuaries, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we should be safe from base drops from Carino. We're actually, because we don't have a ton of specials by us, we're kind of hanging behind in the hedge race, so we can really sort of push out our borders. We've got massive authority. We'll just grab these extra villages up front. Carino wants something. They want money. I agree. Let's buy some shares.
We got the big game rifles.
And then, does this need to be an airfield? Probably not. This could be a listening post maybe for now. For now it's fine.
At your command, my lady.
And we're gonna keep making some perfect units as we work our way up towards
At your service, my lady.
fighting the Atreides up north. This down here really needs to be an airfield, as much as I would like to lean a little more into the economy, but it's fine. Tips for Fremen? Oh yeah, Fremen are tough actually. Super fun, but they're hard to win with these days. I do have a Fremen guide somewhere. He's looking for an aggressive base drop. Well, it won't be on me. I don't like him, I say to Fusa. I don't like anybody. We've got some moderate hedge cooking on everybody.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
We'll do some data centers. No, well, I've been complaining about the manpower, so let's focus on that.
What's the plan? Ready for the hunt. We can see to the horizon.
Maybe we'll step up and grab these, all these worthless territories. Really, this one would be a great spot for a maintenance center too. Get some water, make sure we're building out everywhere we can be building. And then we got to get up to inspiring standard as well for our other red stuff. Okay, it's all going good.
Awaiting order. Straight on it.
Buy a little extra chome. The money is coming in. We're gonna stockpile. We're gonna max stockpile now because the rate's gonna go up a whole bunch next time around. We're pulling in 220 a day, which is pretty solid. Everybody should be on safe mode. Okay, that is everybody. And everybody should be making perfect units if we had the manpower. It's really expensive. A perfect knight is 75 manpower. Aggressive base drops are not the meta. It's just, you still see it a lot though. Usually the aggressive base drops end in sadness for the Carino. Carino is much stronger just doing a conservative base and building it out and then having a good time with it. The aggressive ones don't work particularly well, in my opinion.
Yes,
But
my lady?
there's always that what if scenario. What if you aggressively base drop someone and you get that kill and then you could do base drop someone else with that third base? That is wildly fun to do.
Lives are yours.
But it's pretty risky, and it certainly would not be something I would count on to as an actual strategy for the game. My goodness, we are way late on these. We like a barrel cleaner. I also like a vow of heroism, and then the zoom zoom marching colors on the war banner is where we're going.
At your command, my lady.
I think we're gonna take this. We're just overflowing with authority, so we're just gonna expand and grab all the little stuff around the map that we can get our hands on. Space and Guild branch up over here. We've got rebels coming in down here. Smug's Hedge, more concerned with them over Atreides. Yeah, he is making a lot of hedge. The Atreides have been... Oh no, we were concerned with the Atreides. Oh no. The Atreides got the jump on us. Also coming to help out with the Atreides. Oh, I gotta fight this off first so I don't get this decapped, and then I don't think I've got quite the force to come fight.
Yes, my lady.
Is my airfield ready up thereabouts? He is trying to annex.
This planet is dreadful.
Shout out. Atreides, vulnerable. It's not strictly true, but we need more time to make our troops.
Obey.
Carino's up there.
You honor us, fair lady.
Get him, Carino.
We serve to the best of our capacity.
Is Space Cow they actually gonna help me win this fight? Oh no, he got my airfield. It's a long walk.
An adventure to remember. Anything for our liege. We'll go anywhere
I love that
we
Carino's up there and I'm not. I'm like,
An adventure to remember. We'll
we're coming,
obey your
guys.
wish.
It's a long walk for
Our
us.
lives are yours.
It's a long walk, okay? I think we're happy with a research center for now. Well, we're just really light on the... It's a long walk, okay? Put a backup airfield over here. It would be great if Carino helps us fight there. We built the Space and Guild, we gotta make sure we do that. Get me for assassins. I like that. We'll opt out of that. We'll opt out of that. Water Cellars. Smugs on 15% Chom. It's true, but I don't expect the Smugs to win on Chom. I don't think so. I think Carino and I are both making some money. Smugglers put a bounty on that, though. They want to be the water sellers, and they're willing to pay everybody else for it. Yeah. We'll just give you our free votes over on the War of Assassins. And we will take the riches, I think. No, wait, I clicked on myself. Oh, I was trying to vote for the Smugs and I clicked on myself. That's fine. It's fine. Nobody saw that. You guys aren't paying attention. There's 150 of you here, shockingly. What are you guys doing? Oh my god, we won it!
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
Oh, the ECAS with the steel chair. The smugglers didn't vote for it because they assumed everybody else would vote for it. And then I accidentally voted for myself instead of them, and then we win. All according to
There
plan.
must be a way to hunt down those worms.
We'll show valor.
Thought I did it on purpose. Yep. These extra mind games.
Are yours, as fast as these feet can walk. We're eager for new adventures.
Carino is helping me here. What a bro.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
What a bro, Carino.
Our honor is on the line.
I'll see to it myself.
This is gonna farm up some. I don't have other champions, but Whitmore is gonna get some kills here.
We're honored to serve you.
Right before they capped it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. A really big win for us. And now we could push in on the White Rift too.
Honorable death.
Any way I can
Whitmore's
serve you, my
pulling
lady.
some champions, some champion trophies rather. And we just keep going. We just keep
My
going.
lady Archduchess. We'll show
Or actually, we're gonna focus all their ranged units.
eager for new adventures. Anything for... We'll obey your wish. Honorable knights at your service. Yes, my lady.
There must be a way to hunt down those worms.
A little uncertain how it's going. Supply drop there for sure.
What's the plan?
Boy, those rangers are so tough.
Honored to serve you.
Ready for the hunt.
Carino's
We
coming
got
in.
the big game rifles.
About time,
Kill with a
Carino.
bit of shade.
You're a little slow there.
Yes, my
That's alright. I don't. If Carino really wants to help this get taken away from him,
knights at your service.
I am all for that. What's going on here? Chome shares here.
Yes, my lady
Trying to. Carino's out of
Archduchess.
supplies.
Our honor is on the line. A brilliant foe to slay.
Why can't we take
We'll
this?
be victorious. We'll show valor.
Shouldn't we be able to siege this? There's nobody defending it. There's no militia left. Oh, Carino got it.
Valor. We're on a quest. We're eager for new adventures. We're honored to serve you. We serve to the best of our capacity. You honor us, fair lady.
It's getting a little tight. Let's get out of here.
Path of Our Lady.
Is there a thumper behind us?
Won't
Interesting.
stop me. I understand.
As long as Whitmore gets away, we'll be just fine.
You honor us, fair lady. We're glad
We're gonna
to
walk
be
through the
helpful.
desert since it's
I'll
nice and
go,
safe
my lady.
We'll be diligent.
with the
I'll
thumper.
go, my lady. I understand.
We'll be diligent.
I understand. I'll see to it
Because we can just
myself.
dip back in over
The heat
here
won't stop me.
and not lose our supplies. As long as Whitmore doesn't get worm struck.
The heat won't stop me. This
Just go home,
planet
Whitmore.
is
Just live.
dreadful.
What's going on here?
We serve to
Everything's
the best
flying
of our
away.
capacity.
I'm bound to you, my lady.
Oh my God! They got Whitmore. They chased him all the way through. I didn't think they'd be able to do that.
We'll obey
What a
your
lazy worm. That was, I don't know, that felt like not quite the cleanest play, but I was excited about Carino helping. And we were a little behind on our
Yes, my lady.
our manpower there.
We serve to the best of our capacity.
Carino needed to come up and help that fight. Those rangers are tough, right? It's one of the big strengths of the Atreides is that their rangers are so jacked that it's tough to beat them down. No, you know what? We need our own trinkets up is what we need. And then we got
Our lives are yours.
raiders coming in here to pillage the base. Of course. Let's get some stuff. There's a great rate we need to be selling.
Muskets are loaded.
We are no cowards.
At your command, my lady.
We need to rebuild the
Yes,
army.
my lady.
Manpower is still real tight. We need to be investing more in that wherever we can here. I didn't expect the Atreides to just come right in on me, but it was great that Carino came up to save the day. What a bro! What a nice guy. A true friend of the Atreides. And let's make sure we're trading for our airfield stuff. We are kind of maxed out on our authority. Military base there. So we're gonna fly over and take something that we can take. Probably here. That's still pillaged for 5 days. What else can I take? Over there, right next to Carino. He wouldn't love that, but I would think it's quite funny.
At your command, my lady.
And we just need to get... Oh, water is a problem too. We got no manpower, we got no water. I thought it was supposed to be a good economy this game. Good spice rate. Yeah, we are trading into the spice rate. We're just light on the manpower for sure. And if the Atreides come in again, that'll be challenging for us to stop
Yes, my
at this
lady
point in time.
Archduchess.
Boy, our water's really crap.
What's the plan?
There is an Imperial base right there. It's probably gonna hurt the feelings of my Carino friend by going up there. But we're not here for friendship. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we got tons of authority. We're just kind of bottlenecked on the water right now. I keep looking at it and being like, I don't know what that one. We might start grabbing some of these back
We'll
regions.
obey your wish.
Landsrad's coming up. What are we at? We're at month 5.
Ready for the hunt.
Doo-doo. We don't even care about this. We just kind of wanted to take it because we had the extra authority.
My lady.
No, you know what? I keep complaining about it. I should focus. I should get the recruitment offices out first. Hey, Griffin. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. We are knee-deep in a tournament match. It's going okay. Okay. Fortunately, Carino have been absolute bros with us, keeping that dirty house Atreides in line. Smugglers are doing their best to run away with things over there. I don't particularly care about any of these. Judge of the councils. Everybody's up for judge of the council, meaning it's probably Carino. They went for the triple blue for massive bonus votes on them, so they are certainly the most likely there. What do I think my win con is? We're making good money, but we're not making like Chom money, especially with other people buying Chom shares. We've got great Landsrad standing, but we don't, and we opted for the 200 votes, but we don't have good extra influence on top of that. So we're not going to fight everybody for governorship, though we could be up for governor like literally next month, I think. Honestly, I would have gotten it by now. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to get governor. Let's put our free votes on ourselves, I guess, and then we'll just save our authority for now. Carino did opt to grab that. Bad military development speed, bad economy development speed. Okay, we're getting valuable trinkets, and then we don't want economy stuff. We probably want over to countermeasures. Or up to political art, maybe? No, we'll just keep doing green stuff, I think. Whitmore is back. We need knight number 3 out and about. We're going to take this thing up there. We're going to run out of supplies doing so.
Honorable knights at your service.
We're taking a lot of territory, but we're the lowest on hegemony because we are not craft workshopping yet, though we could be. We could craft workshop right now, I think. So we might as well do that since everybody else is doing it. You don't want to fall too far behind the crafts, the arts and crafts. We definitely. Oh, well, that's actually a good knowledge spot, but it's fine. We're getting tons and tons of knowledge. We don't need to lean into it too heavily. Take the gifts or Carino will take them from you. Oh, are they doing that? Maybe so. It could be a Fenring over there. It's a good call. It's a good call. I hadn't been watching, but... Look, surprise renegades right on top of us here.
They'll get an honorable death.
Muskets, please.
Yes, my lady Archduchess. Our honor
Get out of here, you darn renegades coming to take my bases. We need some counterintelligence people for sure. Never know what's going on out and about in the world there. This guy down hereabouts. He's not doing anything good. I'm trying to build one building of each type so that I can get extra intel from him. And we're just trying to paint the map as pink as we can for now. We might need to go down there to help thereabouts. It really is just these 2 specials for me, right? I don't have a 3rd special. All the more reason to try to make war over the White Rift. Might give me a hand against the smugglers? I'm still... I could do something. As long as the Atreides are behaved, and there's no guarantee that they will be. But maybe they learn their lesson. I would be happy to take a smuggler territory. He certainly shouldn't have that.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
I am still rebuilding my army, though, which is one of the bigger problems. Where are our fuel cells? There they are. We're not making them. Don't think you manage a base kill. Yeah, I don't think a base kill is in the cards. I think it's a hedge game. Just like all the other games. Imperial tax is paid. The exchange rate is still banging, so we will keep trading. Our water is negative. Oh, we lost that fight down there. That's why we're struggling. How do we get more water? We need cultural tourism, but it's extra bad yellow stuff. Cultural tourism would solve all of our water problems. That'd be like 20 water. Yeah, you know, you've always got the triple champ in your pocket for the end game. And the best way to do that is not to be fighting 3v1.
Anything for our liege. An adventure to remember.
But we don't want anyone to get too far ahead. We're sort of happy that the smugglers are getting out ahead, but the Atreides are pacing them just behind.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
Oh, we would love to steal the White Rift, but the Atreides are they're kind of boxed in. I guess maybe I'm less concerned about them. They're so boxed in that they don't really have anything else they can expand to. They look like they've got little bits over there. His dog, I believe Doghead's playing, not in this lobby. He's somewhere out and about today. He said he wasn't feeling good and he hopes he loses. We'll see what that means.
We're honored to serve.
Buy some chome. I think we'll just go ahead and do like a military parade in all of our various little spots.
Muskets are loaded.
What's this guy up here? Water, of course. And there's the smugglers. Boy, I don't want to fight the smugglers. Ooh, he just shot an assassin there. Interesting.
Anything for our
Carino out and
liege.
about assassinating already. Do I like Squire? Yeah, I mean, I do like Squire champs, given that they're mostly unkillable, with the caveat that actually snipers could kill them, because snipers could kill anything. Which is why you don't. Snipers are a pretty hard counter to the poor Ekaz, which is why we don't like to fight them if at all possible. I think we could bang pretty well with the Atreides. Atreides in the northwest.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
Okay, should we go fight some Atreides maybe?
Yes, my lady. Of course, my lady.
At your
That guy's gonna
command,
die.
my lady. You'd kill
Let's
for
get back to
big shade.
the land.
We can see to the horizon.
I would like to go fight some Atreides if they're busy.
Go on.
Prideful Crown, yeah, I think we're still waiting for this to get up. Okay, so we'll finish Prideful Crown, we'll finish Border Defense, we'll get Cultural Tourism to help with our water. Then we'll come back for Border Defense maybe.
For our liege.
We could go up and just mess with the Atreides for funsies. We don't need Missile Batteries filter, we need our Airfields filter on. And we're a little ways off.
Honorable knights
Oh, our
at
water's
your
gonna be a problem.
service.
We need our supply drop up.
We're honored to serve you.
One harvester not on safe mode? Well, he's dead. They were all on safe mode. Something happened to him. Yeah, I think a Squire Champ's probably great against Atreides and not great against smugglers. Hard to say. We would love the manpower, wouldn't we? Oh, we surely would. Okay, we're going to see if we can poke Atreides. I would imagine they've got to come back to try and defend the White Rift, right? They can't live without the White Rift. And it would be a huge pickup for us. It would let us safely hedge towards victory, I think. It's probably not even in our best interest to win it. We're going to try and take foreign recruitment so that Carino doesn't get it. Yeah. Vote for Ekaz on lands? Sure. You guys can drop. I will be very high no matter what you do. Go ahead. Oop, not paused, sorry. Well, our manpower is pretty good. We should be juicing up our border regions here. You know what? We shouldn't be doing that. Can I cancel? Cancel these. What if we win that thing that we wanted to win? We did win it. All right. Do we get the? We get 20. Okay, we do get it back if we get it. And then now they're only 13 to get. Yes, very good. Give me my refunds. Gotta do a big clicking tax. Smugglers up high. We're gonna wait for our war banners up, and then we're gonna go jump on the Atreides, I think. Make sure we clicked all the buttons. We haven't found any of the sieges. We could be searching for sieges, but our data is super low.
Listening.
Spice crew reporting.
Okay, let's rally these next guys up there. Abouts, pretty please. And we'll go fight some Atreides with
Yes, my lady.
probably a knight
We're
champion and a
honored
squire
to
champion.
serve you. Honorable knights at your service.
There's the Atreides over there. So they're wandering about. We gotta make sure we keep an eye on stuff. Atreides got wiped, he says. Oh, well, that's wonderful.
We're honored to serve
Hurry up, war banners. Hurry up. War banners are the slowest thing we can make, and then we were trying to make perfect ones, so even slower than slow. Let's double check all of our frontline villages and things.
We're eager for new adventures.
Let's go just jump on the Atreides right now. Our war banners will be here shortly.
Muskets are loaded.
The wandering knights, go on.
Probably quicker to kill the missile turret first, actually, than kill their troops.
Anything for our
Got
liege.
Knight back so he can be safe. Epic quests.
We're eager for new
Fight the
adventures.
baddies.
You honor us, fair lady. We'll be
Oh
victorious.
god, this
Let us
Atreides guys are so
die
tough.
disappoint you. Yes, my lady.
Ready for the hunt.
We do really want to focus down these rangers, if at all possible. It's going good, I think. I think they're lacking the DPS.
Our honor is on the line.
You need help, my lady.
Muskets are loaded.
Yes, my lady. We're
Knights
eager
are starting to
for
go
new
down. That's not
adventures.
ideal. Oh, they're so tanky.
For our liege.
Everybody's so chunky. Oh, apparently we hit some of those militia. That's not ideal.
Honorable knights
Okay, let's
at
back
your
off a bit.
request. We'll
Actually, just to get back into the supplies, then we'll focus down the troopers. We really would like those other heavy militia to leave, so we gotta back off, I think. Just to get those other militia de-aggroed.
There is no greater task than serving you.
Ready for the hunt.
Of course, my lady. We'll
Otherwise, it's
follow
going
the
fine.
path of Our Lady.
Muskets are loaded.
You honor us, fair lady. We'll
Get up
obey
there.
your
War
wish.
banners. We needed you earlier.
Yes, my lady. Our lives are
We're
yours.
starting to push them back.
What's the plan?
We'll obey your wish. As fast as these feet can walk, we're glad to be helpful.
What's going on down here? Raiders. Okay, we should be fine.
Yes, my lady.
Any way I can serve you, my lady.
What's the plan?
Yes, my lady.
There's more Atreides troops coming in. Our supplies are getting low. They're in range of our missile turret, though, which is really nice. We've actually jumped up a bunch on hedge thanks to all of our harvesting from our champions. I think most of our champions lived.
Not much quarry in the desert.
I'm bound
Make
to
sure
you,
people stay
my
back
lady.
here.
Nowhere to
Okay, hang back. Apparently we're fighting in our lands down here. Our reinforcements are up. Very good.
As fast as these feet can walk.
You'd kill for a bit of shade.
We're winning the fight. That's going to boost us way up, unfortunately. So we're going to jump the research center. Make sure we don't look like such a threat. We're going to dump this as well. Switch to extra reds.
Ready for the hunt. We can see to the horizon. At your command, my
Go shoot
lady.
that Atreides guy.
What's the plan? There must be a way to hunt.
He's been
down those-
assassinated! Oh! Oh my god!
At your command, my lady.
Oh! Oh, I love you guys too. Oh my goodness.
Obey your wish.
Oh my goodness. Now it's our game to lose, I think. We've got all this territory and some massive potential building to build. Oh my goodness, wow. Nice. Odd choice, to be honest. Did the smugglers get him? Was it Smugs? Everybody was talking about murdering him, and we were keeping him busy. Oh wow. So he was definitely spending a lot of time fighting us when he should have been. So we need to go back to Wonders of the Desert ASAP. We don't care a damn about crew training programs anymore. We gotta keep an eye on the spices. The cross map. Oh, Carino got him. Wow, huge. Yes, it is huge for sure. We need our third guy back on Arrakis. Oh man, and we just gotta go nuts. We gotta wait for the devastated timer to clear off. We just took the White Rift. Didn't even need the assassins. He had nobody on counter intel. Oh, poor bastard. He didn't anticipate the sort of aggro that Atreides draw these days. Let me tell you, it is a significant amount. Okay, well that was perfect then. So we farmed a ton of. This guy's got 10 trophies. This guy's got 13 trophies. What else did I? Wait a minute, the knight died. But we farmed up 2,300 hedge doing that. We broke out our research center, so we fell behind. But we're going to be well positioned to just keep going. We need to fortify the front lines as much as possible. Jesus. Game's wide open. Carino really helping out a lot. Yeah, Carino's been a total bro. I mean, to be fair, the Atreides are tough to deal with these days. I did win that fight. Could call him the Spice Axe. It is okay now, so we kind of want to just barely hit it. Doot, doot, doot. Wow, 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 wow. What's going to happen? Eye of the Council. We want immunity from this because we don't want to lose authority. For sure. Remake the army. Well, the trouble is we could get aggroed at any time, so I don't know if I want to invest into going straight into the perfected units. Oh, man. The elected faction gains agents. We would love agents. We're not going to win it. We'll give 130 there. I guess this doesn't matter as much. We could give ourselves our 130 free votes, and we want this to pass since it'll affect not us. Maybe we want this to pass a lot because it'll affect not us. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, a murdered Atreides, right? Oh, so this did not pass. Smugglers don't like that. Carino took that, and nobody gets Lance Red guards. Does that count as a base drop? I don't think so. I think you've got to kill him to get the base drop, right? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was wild. We need our monument up as quickly as possible. And we are short a knight, really.
At your command, my lady.
I think it's got to be what's a knight? A knight is 8, and we have 4, so we got to get rid of someone that costs 4, so it's going to have to be a squire. It needs to be decommissioned.
Yes, my lady.
This is a non-perfect squire. You, sir, just got promoted to be a knight.
We'll obey your wish.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. How come we never see Vernius? Vernius won like the last 2 Turin tournaments. Or no, he won the last one we did tier 2, the finals, I think. Yeah, Vernius is pretty good, man. We got Vernius. Well, I should take that back. Vernius is not pretty good, but we do see plenty of Verniuses around because they're good at sort of being the submarine faction that is in last place until they're suddenly in first place, right? Wow, this is so crazy. This is a crazy match. I think it's not quite time to research center, but it will be soon, and we're going to benefit hugely off of a lot of our hedge being production based. I guess not too much even.
Our lives are yours.
But we're going to annex here. We're going to go, we're going to annex there.
Ready for the hunt.
Just walk our way through. There's not a lot of specials in the Atreides land either, actually, but we'll just walk through their normal lands. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe that they got assassinated. That's crazy. It's blowing my mind.
At your command, my lady. What's the plan?
Annex, main base. We need to be ready to research center when it comes to that. I think we want probably a decoy thumper. I think we want like a nuke silo up, for God's sake. Oh, all these places are like all built out already. It's funny. Nuke silo is fuel cells, and we're light on the fuel cells at the moment. Why are we light on the fuel cells? I thought we were making a bunch of them. Oh, because we built the military factory.
Any way I can serve you, my lady?
What's going on? Truce ended with the smugglers.
You honor us, fair lady.
They are no longer our friends. We gotta go home and deal with that invasion there. Make sure we got everybody on our proper keys. Knights are also not there. We're gonna rally point back to our base. It's getting sweaty. Monument. Oh, we're low on the energy sources. We're gonna bust up the experimental furnace. We'll take that economic hit. We'll get the monument online.
We got the big game rifles.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
That's the full force there, right? Okay.
Service.
Is it time to make another knight promoted? It is.
To serve you.
Mr. Knight.
Honorable knights
There.
at your service.
This guy here, this guy here. Trying to make sure I got 7 hotkeys so I can kind of pull them out if needs be.
Anything for our liege.
It's looking pretty close, boys. I guess we used up a lot of our authority, so we don't have a lot of back cap potential at the moment. Captured Carino agents. Carino's out and about doing agent stuff. Infiltration cells on me. Smugglers at 24.
We're honored to
Interesting. So this is 190 to take 170. Oh yeah, so my back caps are expensive. Another payment puts me up 25. If I pop the research center, it would put me about 25, 26, 27. We're still light. We need to cap like 2 more regions or something, or a special region, or win a big fight. What we would like is to like fly in, and I guess we wait for our monument. We'd like to fly in and just land on top of a smuggler army so that they can't kite us.
At your command, Archduchess.
Let's get the monument over here. Maybe we could just go bully some militia. Smugglers at 24. He is annexing a special region. Smug's taking another special right now. Gotta slow him.
We're honored to serve you.
Okay, we'll preemptive supply drop here. We're making our data is like so low. We're just dying from lack of water.
Monument of eternal grace reports to you, Archduchess.
Okay, they have capped up there. I will just decap in here, smash these buildings as best as possible.
Get an honorable death.
Also doing the decap here makes Carino more likely to be my friend.
We're a beacon of light in the dark.
Here come smugglers. And the Wraith is up there too. We don't want to fight under the Wraith. You're trying to farm hedge off of my army. 28! Oh my god, he's booming. We gotta go too.
We have the most inspiring ship in the galaxy. We're honored to serve you.
The Thumper is gonna make him reconsider.
Monument of eternal grace reports to you, Archduchess. Yes, my lady Archduchess.
We're gonna cancel that and that liberate. Is there any to grab around the map? Any goodies to grab around the map? Not really. I should have left that liberate going. I thought I could switch it to an annex, but there's nothing to take.
At your command,
And we're dying from supplies. Oh my god. From the guys that weren't in the ring. Not ideal.
Anything for our liege.
I don't think we can get this, actually. If he walks down, we're gonna have to leave. Dune governorship is up, of course. That's going to be a Carino win there. We can't stop that. This one's going to be tense. This one's going to be tense. Maybe we... What do we do? What do we do? Do we back off and we just try and back cap 1 or 2 and see if we can then win a fight afterwards? Yeah, I know. We're just a bit late. You can make sanctuaries off of Arrakeen. Decap the mid, eat some guards. Yeah, I just don't know what to do, man. Buy from guild, get cells from the guild. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Cells from the guild is a good, really good call. It's a bit late for that, but that's what I should have been doing earlier. And we could switch this also to spice for the stuff. Boy, I don't know. I think we'd... Let's see if we could get it. We don't want this to pass because we'd like to keep our... I guess it doesn't matter because we're not making any water. We do want that to pass, but it won't kick him out of governorship. Chome shelling for authority. That's a good point. That would actually be huge. Could we do that? I mean, the smugglers have more Chome to sell though, so they could win that. Oh, I think it's bad. I think it's bad that this passes, but F it, we're gonna do it. Eco's the game's gonna be over before the eco matters at this point. We're gonna come to a head within the next couple minutes here. All right, we'll commit to it. Auto sell it all. Go back to 29-3. Oh my God, they're gonna win. Look at that boom, it's crazy.
We're eager for new adventures. We're on a quest. Chivalry commands. We obey. We're on a quest.
He's going to fight.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
He just flew away to go fight. Ugh. Ugh. He's gonna beat him too.
Go on. The wandering knights. Go on.
Can we walk up there and beat some of those guys up? You guys need to annex here and here and here.
They won't suffer for long.
I think Smuggler's got it. Unless we'll see if the Carino can win that fight.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
We're gonna harvest a little bit here. Our research center is almost up. What can we annex? We can annex this. That's gonna be too long to annex, so we're just gonna annex at home, I think. Try and liberate here. Is there an airfield here? Wreck that airfield ASAP. We're gonna be close. Will that liberate? That looks like it's going down. I wish I could see. Get a thopter over there. I need to know what's going on.
We're eager for new adventures.
Annex down there. So we're annexing 3 things, and our research base is up. If they don't take something immediately, I think we're gonna win it. Actually, we're gonna get the liberate here. It looks like. I think we got it, boys. I think we got it. We're gonna get this liberate, and that's gonna buy us the time we need to do 1 annex, 2 annex, 3 annexes, and then research center done. I think it is. We got it. It's looking good. Research base, go up. And then that annex, I think it, maybe. Hegemony victory for the ECAS, we did it! Woo! We're headed to the finals. Ooh, tough one. Man, that was crazy. The smugglers are so close there. Let me give the GG to the boys. GG. So close. I want to report some results. Whew. Wow. That was tense. That final one was close. The pink power. You know, what was critical was that actual selling those shares at the last second helped us. I think he had way more shares to sell, so he could have boomed his own authority a ton more, but he was being decapped. He needed to fly home, and he had to fight off the Carino army. And while he was fighting the Carino army, it gave me the space I needed to put a decap on him and get my own back caps done. Woo! Art wins. Art triumphs. The museums have taken it. I think we're probably also fortunate that I thumpered him there, because I don't know if that fight goes well for me. Fighting into a Wraith is miserable difficult. MVP Carino. Yeah, Carino was Space Cow they, a true bro or sister, a true they. A true they had our back. They saved us from that early Atreides aggression, which was in their best interest. Still, they don't want Atreides taking stuff out. And then they murdered the Atreides while we kept them busy with that fight. Wow, that was an interesting game. That was fun. Let's look at the final stats. We pushed the smugglers back down with it. We decapped their middle, and we were 500 over. So we were right there. That last region we took was enough. Smugglers at 21%. I'm at 0%. I insta-sold all my shares at the end there for that authority, and it was well worth it. Smugglers were very busy murdering all the locals. Knowledge. Myself and the smugglers were good in knowledge. This is me like building that one garden I had next to 3 sanctuaries. That was a crazy jump in knowledge. That's wild. Yeah, pretty good tech. Pretty good tech all around. Solari production. Carino actually jumped out with a lot of early Solari. I guess 200 is not crazy. We managed to jump up, and we kept pace with everyone. We kept pace with the smugglers, actually. So even though I felt like we weren't super rich, we kept pace with the smugglers. I guess they had a lot more money because they would have pillage income on top of this Solari production as well, right? Yes, the prophetic thumbnail. Trying to read some of the chats. GG, Sanctuary kept us so strong. All right, see if any other games are done. Yeah, so the Atreides, they died in the dark, right? They looked like they were... I mean, I had won that fight with them, right? So even if they hadn't gotten assassinated, we at least were taking the White Rift off of them, which is a big power shift. I think without the White Rift, the Atreides don't have a chance to win that game. But we also took a couple extra territories near the end there from what the Atreides had, which would have delayed me from being able to boom by another month or two, right? And I guess the smugglers took territories from the 2. All kinds of crazy stuff happened. When someone dies, it's the Wild West. You never know what's going to go on. Territory, hegemony, a big boom from the smugs. We were able to catch them though. That was very close. A lot of regions, yeah. We had tons and tons of regions. We didn't have very many special regions. We had like 2 or 3, so we just had tons of normal, plain Jane regions. But they got the job done. Try to go for Atreides in the finals? Maybe. Yeah, I can ask them. Atreides is only weak to us. They're not even particularly weak to assassinations. It's just that everybody really wants to assassinate them. They could still get up, a reasonable counterintelligence and all that good stuff. Command points. Big early army by the smugglers. They must have been out and about causing trouble. Even pretty big early army by the Atreides, and then this would have been right. The Atreides came and attacked me while I was still trying to build up, but our buddy, the cow, they came and rode in on the sun from the sunset toward the sunset, something like that. Rode into town, and together we beat up the Atreides at least a little bit. The Atreides actually looks like they beat us back pretty well there, but eventually, see, we won this fight with the Atreides. We had them overmatched here, and then they died. Excellent. What a game. What a game. I am pleased by that one. Let me, I'm going to shake it off. I'm going to take a drink of water. I think I'm going to go to the bathroom. Let's take 5, everybody. We are waiting for other, pods to finish up. That was a pretty spicy victory for us there. We got started early. That was about an hour and 25 minutes for a game, which is on the fast side. Take 5, everybody. I'm gonna go shake out the nerves, and then I'll come back and we'll, if you do play a Vernius game, well, you're not gonna lose your mind because I'm not playing a Vernius game. Take a break. We'll be back in 5, everybody. All right. How we doing? I'm back. I ran and shoved a bunch of, what were they? They were cream cheese and jalapeno wontons down my gullet to help power us through the end game. What kind of mic do I have? This is a Shure SM7B. Running into a cloud lifter, running into a Go XLR mini mixer. Nom nom nom, yeah. Feeling good. I think that was a pretty quick win, so we may have a little bit of a downtime here to shoot the stuff with you guys. Make sure we rehydrate ourselves. Whew, that was a good win. That felt good. Yes, we're not likely to have a Vernius game. I did not declare Vernius as any of my available factions. So my declared factions, so what we do is we say people can sign up in the first 16, first come, first serve, first 16 people to sign up, get to play in the tournament, and then when you sign up, you declare your first, second, and third favorite factions to play, and the tournament organizer tries to give everyone their first choice for factions. So, mine were Atreides, then Ikaz, then Carino, and we had 5 people sign up as Atreides for their first pick, so I bumped down to an Ikaz voluntarily. If I wanted to play Atreides, we could have randomed it and forced someone else to pick something different, maybe, but I don't mind. An Atreides Chome game. I mean, the trouble is, Chome is fun, but you very rarely will be able to pull off a Chome in a competitive lobby. I do love the Fremen. The Fremen are super fun to play, but they're also really hard to win with. Do I have any ideas on how to address the hedge boom problem? The hedge, yeah, I do have some ideas. So I don't even mind the booming part of it as much. I think the issue is more that it just comes online so much faster than Governor will come around, and it comes on so much faster than you can really Chome, unless for some reason nobody else is buying any Chome shares. I'm hesitant to want to slow down the game more, so I feel like my first choice would be maybe very minor tweaks on, maybe I would cut back craft shops by like 20%, just to maybe slow that ticking hedge down a little bit, and then maybe try to speed up how quickly you could possibly get to a governorship, like maybe faster Landsrad gains or a lower limit on when it's possible for Governor to come up. Yeah, maybe speed up all the other conditions. Something along those lines. It's a really delicate balance. It's tough because, if you go too far, it wouldn't take too much to change it so that every game is a Governor win or every game is a Chome win. I think there's a lot of very subtle things at work here, and the levers are all... Hegemony is really designed to be the timer on the game, so it makes sense that hedge is what is ultimately winning most things. Make hegemony cost more authority? Maybe, but again, you're slowing the game down, right? And we're already playing an hour and a half to 2 hour games to begin with. Do we really want to make them 2 hour to 2.5 hour games? I like them. I like playing long games, but I know there are plenty of normal people in the world who have trouble sitting down for a 2 hour plus multiplayer game. Let me check the chats, see if we've got any other progress for stuff here. I think we might be the first one. Let's keep talking. The early game is so passive. It is, but the trouble, not the trouble. I think that there's probably room to adjust the early game a little bit, right? One thing they did was they offered the quick start option, and quick start is actually terrible. It doesn't work very well. It basically it starts with the map a little bit already explored and gives you an initial boost on authority and manpower and things, but it skews the game quite a bit away from fast expanders and more towards the slow expanders, right? Carino has a really slow time expanding early in the game, but if you give them a quick start, suddenly Carino can grab everything they want, and they're like way more powerful than other people. So it kind of breaks the balance to do the quick start, which is why you never see people actually play with that. Could remove the, yeah, I think if you took the hedge off of the research center, it would certainly ruin most of the boom strategies, and it would make the end game a lot more of a brawl because you wouldn't be able to boom more than 2 or 3k. Good afternoon, Raphael. Welcome. Who should we watch if you want to master Vernius? I think the best Vernius player I know right now is Heliomanes from our Discord. I don't think he does any sort of regular videos. He streams from time to time in our Discord channels. Not a lot to watch there, though. Let me think. I don't know if I can think of anybody who records proper Vernius games. Not a lot of Vernius players out there. Kenry's played Vernius plenty of times, probably. Yeah, that's probably a decent choice. Kenry's a very solid player, and I know he's more experienced than most on Vernius. Vernius is tough. One of the ways to master Vernius is to know all of the other factions very, very well. Vernius relies a lot on having a really strong understanding of what everybody else is doing, because you gotta play that sort of 4D chess. You gotta know that this guy wants this, and you've got to know everybody else's tech trees, so you have a good idea of what you might want to obfuscate. Turin also has played a lot of Vernius. I think he plays it more for fun, but not as like I don't think Vernius would be his competitive pick necessarily. I think he would be much more comfortable on like Harkonnens or something in a competitive match. Vernius is cool. They're really neat, but they're tough. They're really tough, and they take like it's a really fine line to walk between like how much money do you keep around because you need so much money to rebuild your army. Are you able to fight really carefully with the army, because if someone EMPs you and you're stuck in it, you're just dead. I do agree that counterplay to the EMP is needed. I would like to, I've been advocating for just remove EMP from the game straight up, because it pretty much breaks Vernius, and to everybody else in the game, it's like this really minor little inconvenience. Favorite faction is Harks, and you're sad because content creators don't play them much. Oh, you mean me, right? I like the Harks. They're fine. They're fun. They do the Harkonnens do a lot of things well, and I don't think there's anything about them that I dislike. I think there's just other people that I like more. Whew. You can cripple Manian Arby by obfuscating. Yeah, there's some definite Dark Lord tech in the obfuscating stuff. There's I don't know if I can show you an ECAS. So I don't know if I have anything to load here. I'm trying to think. There's a tech that you could obfuscate that stops you could obfuscate the one that stops the ECAS from making perfected units, which is fun. But I think because the ECAS, their military techs are bounced around a little bit, other people get like extra command points, and then while the ECAS command points are on a different one. I can't remember exactly what that is, but there's a lot of parts. There's a lot of things where if you obfuscate something, you benefit other people as well. Like if you obfuscate valuable trinkets here, then everybody can't make craft workshops, except the Harkonnens, whose craft workshops are down on the tier 4 tech, so they could still make stuff. There's obfuscating martial economy. Yes, that is an especially targeted kick in the balls. The Harkonnens use the normal riches of Arrakis tech, which most people don't put too much value on, but for the Harkonnens, it's the one that automates their oppression. So if you move the Harkonnens to manually oppressing all of their lands, it's pretty sad times. Someone obfuscated your Hark game? I mean, it surely would ruin the Hark game for sure. There's a number of, Harkonnens rely on a couple of really important techs to do a lot of their stuff. Even like Instill Fear. Instill Fear would be like right over here, which most people wouldn't care too much about, but it would really ruin the Harkonnens. Even the one up here, like water batteries for the Vernius, if you obfuscated that, it stops the Harkonnens from getting like money and manpower from killing their guys, and it would also take away like everybody's armory slots. I don't know. There's all kinds of crazy Vernius stuff. So Vernius does a lot of things, and they do a lot of things really cool, but they're just not good at it. I mean, I think the big trouble is the army can only possibly stand against someone if they don't EMP. If you got rid of the EMP, the army can suddenly do some work. Yep, removing Emperor's eyes is a great one. Down here, the countermeasures. So this slot gives everybody an extra agent counterintelligence, and it is also the slot that gives the Carino 3 free agents in their counterintelligence. So if you were to obfuscate that, if Carino was counting on it to defend themselves, suddenly they've got nobody on counterintelligence. But also, interestingly, the Atreides counterintelligence is way over here, where holistic thinking would be. So if you were trying to get rid of agents, the Atreides could still have 3 on counterintelligence, while you obfuscated everybody else's 3s. Ugh, there's a lot, right? I feel like the patent system's kind of weird. Like, you have to pay money to buy the patent, and then hope that other people are then buy that tech afterwards. It still is not a great value trade for me, because your money is real tricky. People have tried to make choming work for Vernius, because Vernius can make a lot of money, right? Thanks to your harvesters getting out and about, and relatively quick expansion, and a number of sort of good benefits and bonuses and things. You can make crazy money, but the trouble is you can't buy chom and make an army, right? Your fighting mechs are 400, your resonance drones are 500, your railguns are 400. All your stuff is extremely Solari intensive. Yeah, patent's kind of a way to see like what other people are doing, because I guess I don't have enough to even do it right now. But because you can only patent stuff that other people don't have, or you can see a notification if someone pays your patent, so it is a way to keep an eye on where everybody else is in the tech tree. Which is kind of interesting. So if we could see here that nobody's gotten chom integration because we could patent it. So nobody's gone up here. Nobody's really gone through the blue stuff. So it lets you see where other people are at. But again, how useful is that? Not super useful. I don't know. They just don't work for me. Not how I like to play things. I think they're pretty decent if you like the idea of sneaky assassinating. I think they're pretty decent if you like the idea of running in a second or third place and hoping for the best, and sort of the submarine gameplay, right, where you're never in the lead, so that nobody ever comes to punish you, and then you try to jump ahead at the end. They do that okay. I'm a little sad about them, though. I wish they were a little more fighty, or at least could hold their own. I think the times that they've won the tournaments have been flukes, more or less. Like, they should not have won those tournament matches that they won. They was sort of a result of other players making mistakes. But that's a thing too. I've been enjoying the smugglers. I'm not particularly good at them. I'm going to try and get a smuggler's guide up. I said this week, probably next week. We played our first game. We are waiting for the finals game to start. So we're waiting for other pods to finish up. We took home a victory. I took home a victory with House Ekaz with the help of chat, right? You guys were there, calling out when to pay my spice taxes and all that good stuff. So you deserve a little bit of that credit too. So we are just taking some time to talk strategy, talk factions, answer questions and things, while other people are finishing up their pods. Vernius seems to be worse at not everything. Vernius is worse at fighting, really, is the big thing. And just the fact that the economy is so, like, they're not manpower based, they're money based, but you need money for so many other things. I mean, Vernius can kind of even hedge. They've got a pretty fast expansion. They can't chom again because their money is so tied up in their military. They can assassinate better than anybody, practically. I don't know that there's... I can't say I've ever even tried to kill a base with Vernius. I don't know if they're any good at that or not. I think in theory, railguns probably put out decent damage on a base, but I don't know. I don't see that happening necessarily. Yeah, the next YouTube guide would be on smugglers for sure. I've been scheming the smugglers, getting some practice in. Fair to say that I never build enough underworld headquarters. I'm working on that. Do I agree with Reddit that Fremen being the next weakest? It's hard to say, right? Fremen are tricky in that they struggle with wind conditions, but other than wind conditions, they're actually really strong. Like, people talk about the Fremen army falling off in the late game, but I don't think that's true. I think the Fremen are awesome at late game armies. You just need to be very thoughtful about your engagements. Really, the ability to do sort of the unrivaled AoE damage lets you just take those end game fights. You know, if you can surprise people, and you can always surprise people because your entire army is stealthed. I mean, you could really wreck stuff. The trouble is they don't have anything unique that pushes them towards a win con. They don't quite make enough money to actually chome, though I have seen them chome. They can get themselves up for governor, but you don't quite have enough votes or any way to win governor twice, which you really need to do. You'd think that you'd want to kill someone with them because they're so fighty, but they're like the worst faction at destroying bases practically. The only thing they got going for them is that you could worm right on top of a base, which is pretty amazing. Or you could just be super stealthed and run up to bases. So you could surprise people to get to their bases, but so much of their damage is tied up in AoE kind of damage that they're really not good versus the base, which is a high armor single target to damage. One of the reasons the Harkonnens are so great at base killing is because the Harkonnen single target damage is crazy. They have really high power, they have really high attack speed. Harkonnens can burn bases like crazy, but once you get to a base with the Fremen, you know, your Fidakeen and your skirmishers, which are your bread and butter of AoEing down enemy armies, that AoE is no good on the base. You know, Fidakeen still do high power, but relatively lower DPS since their attack speed is low. I agree. I love eliminations. It's fun. It's tough to do so, you know. You shouldn't really die if you know what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing, you don't necessarily even want to kill people either, because it's usually the case that if someone dies, there's usually one big winner from that, right? If someone had a lot of head shares and they die, whoever was second on the head, whoever, you know, has the second most amount of money, or maybe the most amount of money, that, you know, can buy up those head shares, and it's a huge boost towards a chome victory. If there's a fast expander on the border of someone that dies, it could be a huge, you know, a race straight to hegemony victory once that space all opens up. So we saw in that last game that we played, Carino killed the Atreides. They assassinated him, which is great. They don't got to worry about the Atreides winning. But because they assassinated the Atreides, all that land is free between the smugglers and me. And the smugglers can pick and choose. They walked back and they annexed a couple of special regions. And I had a massive authority income, so I just annexed a whole bunch of border regions. And it probably was a better win for the smugglers and for myself, the ECAS, than it was for Carino, even though Carino was the one who did the murdering. It's tricky. It's tricky. There's a lot of stuff at play. It'd be cool if there's a way you can cut down someone close to hedging. Well, I mean, you can always stop a hedge by just taking their land. I feel like that's fine. You just need people to be coordinated with that sort of thing, or paying attention. Or if it gets to, you know, that end game point where everybody is kind of hedging up simultaneously, you can't really trust people to... you can't trust people to take it off them, right? So there was actually a game I played a couple days back. I think I posted it. Yeah, it was my smugglers game, and we kill the ECAS, and we were like, all of our armies are marching towards the ECAS base because they just won governor, and we're sort of liberating stuff along the way. But the Atreides were really high on authority, and if they had not been liberating stuff, if they had been annexing territory along the way, then they might have won or been so close to winning that it's almost not even worth killing the ECAS. But they were a bro and they were liberating things, so there's no reason to turn on them. The dog lost? Aww. Wrecking Paul wins pod 1. Oh, nice job. What was Paul playing? Let me take a look. So we've got some results coming in. Wrecking Paul was on Carino, I believe. That's alright. Doghead said he was tired and he didn't want to play today, so he will be fine. There is too much to consider. There really is. There really is. It's if you've got an RTS game that's a 1v1, you know, it's very easy to compare and contrast between this one player and this one other player. But when you've got 4-player free-for-all, the dynamics are so complex, it's wild. Where can I find the Dune community? The Dune community is spread all around, you know. There is the ones that I frequent myself are either the official Discord for Dune Spice Wars, or I play most of my games on the Turin multiplayer Discord. Turin the streamer who does lots of real-time strategy stuff. We all love Turin here. Turin has a section on his official Discord for Dune and Dune players, and there's a bunch of us, maybe 1,000 people in that or something. But that's where I organize my games from and share a lot of my information and source a lot of my information from. That's where I hang out day to day. Turin, great. We love Turin. He assassinated Atreides and Fremen. Oh, Doghead assassinated Atreides and Fremen, and then the Carino won? Excellent. Excellent. That sounds like a fun one. Goes to show, assassinating people isn't always the best for you. That's what I was just saying. A group where a new player simply gets waxed. We've got, you know, sometimes new players do get waxed for sure, and we don't have. So the tournaments that we run here, like I said, are first come first serve. So we don't have any sort of skill floor. You are welcome to sign up and have the tournament be the first game that you've ever played. It's probably gonna be messy, but it is what it is. We'll make do. Yeah, we're not gatekeeping. We allow anyone to play, and we occasionally have plenty of new player games get thrown up in our Looking for Spice Discord channel, where people go to organize private games. Private games are really nice in Dune Spice Wars because it's such a long game, right? And if you play with someone for an hour and a half and they leave and the game's going to go on for half an hour, suddenly you've got, suddenly the AI is in. The AI being suddenly thrust into the game kind of ruins a lot of things. So leavers are the worst thing that can happen in Dune Spice Wars because it really ruins the game for everybody else. So we only try to play, by we, I mean me, I only try to play private games organized in a Discord because then I know people are going to be a little bit more invested in them. Dang Beefy got waxed. I remember that, Dang Beefy. I think you remember messaging me about that. I was rooting for you, but yes, Doghead and Cream are two of the most veteran-y veterans we've got in the community, and they would happily stomp on any new players. All right, so Wreckin' Paul wins Pod 1. Davok took Pod 3. We're waiting on results from Pods 2 and 4. Let's see. Let's make some predictions. Pods 2 was Dr. Huey, Zeta Ken, Asati, and the P-Flaum. I'm gonna guess that Dr. Huey takes that. He's on Atreides, and he's been practicing a lot of Atreides, so we'll see there. And then Pod 4, Heliomanes on Vernius, U12 on Atreides, Isaac on Smugglers, and Ozzy Niner on the Harkonnens. That is a pretty sweaty pod. I don't know who's gonna win that one. Ozzy Niner is super good. U12 is very practiced with Atreides. Heliomanes is great, but he's playing Vernius. I don't know. Pod 4 is a toss-up. We'll see. Canary Dog, Dave, whoa, what are we talking? Leaderboards? No such thing as leaderboards, right? It's extra tricky being an FFA game. They do, so on the official Dune Discord, they run monthly tournaments, and they do keep track of some stats for their monthly tournaments in order to better manage the matchmaking. I have not really played over there in the past, but they keep something of a leaderboard. I'm not entirely sure how I'd look it up, but I know they track and they sort of weight players and who they play against. You know, this guy has won a game, so he gets X amount of points for the next round that he goes into. They try to match, the point leaders up against each other. So there's something like that, but all totally informal. Who will I play for the next game? I don't know. We'll see who shows up. Technically, I opted for Atreides. So maybe I would be an Atreides game for me, but we'll see if any other Atreides make it through. Did the Fremen Gov win on a monthly tourney? I didn't even hear about that. That's awesome. No, please, Harkonnen. I can't be Harkonnens because I didn't sign up to the tournament with them. I signed up to be Atreides or Ikaz or Carino. So those are my only options. I can't switch out. We try to make people stick with the options that they picked, so that there's not like shifting around to counterpick other people's factions and things. You know, just pick what you want here. We're not trying to be crazy sweaty. A hedge win for the Harks? Did that just happen? In U12s. Oh, so Harks would have been Ozzy Niner. Very solid. There, I think I played against Ozzy Niner 2 or 3 tournaments back in a group stage. I was Ikaz, and I did my hedge boom, and I boomed up to like 29,600 or something like that. I'm like, all right, I'm about to win in like a couple days here. And then Ozzy Niner was the Atreides, and he boomed up to like 29,800, like 100 or 200 ahead of me. So he boomed like directly in front of me, and I was fortunate that I was Ikaz, so I just marched over and murdered a militia and got the win. But his boom was just in front of mine, and it gave me a mini heart attack. What's the prize for the #1 spot? No prize today, unfortunately. You get your name emblazoned on the Hall of Fame in Turn's Discord is the prize. So totally for funsies. No cash money trading hands here. Oh, thank you, Sergey. I appreciate that. It's a great game, right? It's in a really good state right now. It's lots of funsies. Let's look around, see what's Ozzy Niner won pod 4. Okay, yeah, so we're just waiting on the old pod #2 then. Is there a Vernius in there? Maybe. P-Flam was randoming. I always look for a Vernius because if there's a Vernius in the game, you might end up with an obfuscated craft workshop, which adds about an hour to the gameplay. But yeah, Sergey, I totally agree. The game is super fun in its current edition. There was a while there when me and some of the buddies were playing, and we basically played like with the same people every day because there were not enough people around to make varied games. But I think the population of who's playing has grown 4 or 5 times since then. So there's a couple thousand people at least queuing up at any given point in time, which gives you a much better wider range of people to play with, see a lot of different stuff. It's a lot of fun. I do not know if they plan to add any other factions, and the devs don't talk to me. They do occasionally chat on their official Discord, so you sometimes see stuff from them, and they're relatively open. There's a big section where you can offer your own sort of, here's what I think should be changed kind of things, and they'll look at them and keep an eye on what the community has to say about things. So they're somewhat open there. I don't talk to him myself. I would be surprised if we didn't see more. I think this most recent DLC for Vernius was a success, right? It definitely feels like it reinvigorated the game. And the big patch they did, the Heroes of Dune patch that went along with it, was great. It drove the, like I was just saying, the player numbers way up. So hopefully it's being successful for them and they keep at it. I think, given their willingness to add the likes of Vernius, to add the likes of Ikaz, which are these really, in the greater Dune canon, these super minor little footnotes, given that they're willing to drill into that and make a whole faction out of a minor footnote, basically, I think they could do whatever they want. Who knows what's coming up? Someone asked earlier if I played any other Shiro games. I'd played Northgard a bit, way back in the day, not even multiplayer, but I played through it single player. Northgard's a lot of fun. I like it. And I have mentioned it before, but the Northgard board game is a fantastic transition of video games to board games. I think the Northgard board game is even better than the Northgard video game, but that's just me. Fusa, GG. Fusa in the chat was our smuggler champion that last game. Very close, my man. The Tlilaxu, right? The Lilaxu, is the T silent? I don't even know. But yeah, I think there's been a lot of people thinking about maybe the Tlilaxu as a potential new faction. The Tlilaxu. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, but yeah, I'm hoping there's more. Yeah, we are just waiting for one more pod to finish up here, and then we will move on to the finals. You can hear her. Yeah, I did hear the Herbert pronouncing stuff. There's a soundboard somewhere of him saying things, and some of them I don't like. I can't even think of it off the top of my head, but there's definitely there's like a soundboard of Frank Herbert pronouncing the various sci-fi terms and things in his stories, and some of them I'm like, nah, that's not how I would say that. Even though it's the guy who wrote the book telling you how it's pronounced, right? Have I read Dune? Yeah, I read all of Herbert's Dune books, but a long time ago, 20 years. I mean, they are not fresh in my mind, other than I have sort of this vague recollection of everything beyond like the second one being pretty batshit crazy. Yeah, the potential of face dancers doing all kinds of crazy things. Come on, pod number 2. So, I mean, pros and cons. We don't got to worry about any sort of haggard jumping around to different streams and things, or trying to get other people's points of view to comment the match, because I will be playing in it. So you guys just get my point of view for whatever the match is. Maybe Atreides, if we're lucky. Maybe not. Did the son finish this? I don't know. I know, who's the son? Someone Herbert, not Frank Herbert, but I don't know. The son did a ton of stuff. He's been pretty prolific, and I think with a lot of mixed results. I think I read one or two of his, and somewhat James Herbert. Is that true? It's terrible. I know it's got Brian Herbert. That sounds better. Not James Herbert. Yeah, I think there's pretty mixed reviews on the son Herbert stuff. I think I'm thinking there was a House Atreides one I think I read, which I thought was fine. Honestly, Frank Herbert himself, Dune is not a perfect story. It's just a really good one, and it was one of the first ones that so much other stuff is built off of. So much other stuff is built. You start looking at things that were influenced by Dune, and it's like all of science fiction now. Am I on Twitch? I'm not on Twitch. I am solely a YouTuber for the moment. I might expand to Twitch. It's just not something I'm particularly useful. I've been following in Turin footsteps as my pseudo mentor here, so I sort of do what Turin does and leech off of Turin's audience and make them my own. Take all of the Turin devotees and induct them into the cult of Devok. Where's my accent from? My accent, close, not quite Philadelphia, a little further west, the next state over. I'm in Ohio. We're the Midwestern accent, which is sort of a I've heard it called a non-accented accent. OHIO, yep. The devotees, I like that. The devotees. It's very good. It's gonna have to be a subscriber rank or something. I don't know what's going on in this pod number 2. It must be quite a knockdown, drag-out fight. We are passing the 2-hour mark, so they gotta be finishing up any minute now. My superpower is touch grass from Columbus. Welcome, Ohio brother. Welcome to the stream. Hello from Paris. Bonjour. What? It's nighttime. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. I took some French in high school, so my French is excellent, as you can tell. Chicago, yeah, Chicago's close enough. We count them as Midwest. The multiplayer games, John says he's working on the courage to play a multiplayer game. Multiplayer games are low stress, and let me tell you why. Because it's a free-for-all. So it's not the sweaty. It shouldn't be. Sometimes it is. It's usually not the sweaty 1v1, right? Where if you play against the better player is going to come and kick your teeth in and you die. If you play in a free-for-all and you're obviously the worst player, best case scenario, everyone just kind of ignores you and leaves you alone. You can kind of do what you want. Or you can team up with someone else that knows what they're doing, and you try to find who is the third place player, and you and the third place player, you do your best to kick in the teeth of the first and the second place players, that kind of thing. So I think there is less stress on a free-for-all type of game. Same reason you see people playing in a lot of RTSs, you see people playing like 2v2 or 3v3 or 4v4 kind of modes because it kind of spreads out the pressure, right? It's not all on you. There's lots of other people that are supposed to be doing things too. I get that kind of anxiety, but jump in and play. Dune Spice Wars is a good time. And it's, I don't know, all of this has caveats, but I want to say it's hard to get your teeth kicked in too badly. That might not be true though. What's up? Where's everybody else from? We've got a high viewer count of 200 plus viewers just in here staring at Leto Atreides stare back at us. Thanks for coming around, everybody. We are waiting for one more pod to finish up, and then we're headed straight into the grand finals. Texas, Arizona, South Africa. For Griffin, I was just wondering if there's anybody from the entire African continent at all plays Dune. I know we've got a huge European contingent. We've got a fair group of the Far East, be it down by Australia or up above them, somewhere around there. Big chunk of Americans for sure. Albania, Germany, Minnesota. Plenty of Brazilians too. Yeah, we got a chunk of South Americans tuning in. Egypt as well. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I am so pleased to have you all tune in on this Cinco de Mayo. It's a Mexican holiday. We should all be celebrating. We should all be drinking margaritas and eating tacos. That's my understanding of the holiday. I believe it was actually, I think it's a commemoration of a Mexican victory over French, maybe colonial forces, maybe Spanish colonial forces. I don't know, something like that. Maybe it's Mexican independence, or it's just a big military victory. Someone correct me. Cinco de Mayo. What's Cinco de Mayo a celebration of? Independence from Spain, maybe? We could Google it. We don't have anything else to do. Cinco de Mayo. It's easy to remember. Cinco de Mayo means 5th of May, so it is currently the 5th of May, so it is a yearly celebration to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. So it was against the French. You don't often think about the French being down in Mexico, but they were all over the place, right? The dastardly French, yes. Are there any other kinds? All right, we've got a Pod 2 victor. It is Asati, played on the Fremen and took it. I'm not familiar with Asati. I don't think I've ever played before with that player. All right, Davok's hosting. That's me. I gotta get to hosting. Let's get going. We got a game, boys. Let's create this lobby. It will be a private game. You can play on a gamepad if you really want to. For the champions. Yesterday was Star Wars Day. Yes, of course. It celebrates the victory of the Jedi over the Sith. May the 4th be with you. There's a Sate on the Fremen. Who else won? Harkonnen's won. Reckon Paul was on Carino. I think I'm on Atreides, boys. I think it's an Atreides game for me. Here is our conundrum, though. There's a Fremen player, which means we don't like our sieges anymore. Which means we don't like young Paul Atreides anymore. Hello. I think I'm happy with a Thurfer. Dare we Jessica? God, I'm a terrible Jessica player. Thurfer, we like Thurfer. And Jessica, okay. You guys are gonna have to remind me to use her, because I always forget with Jessica. Yeah, I mean, I do not pick young Paul into the Fremen. No VC for me. I'm streaming. Governor Davok, maybe. I don't think anybody's ever won a tournament on a governor. Stop. It's Jessica time. Yes, exactly. We're going to play. No fun. Guys, Mom said we can't play. Everybody has to go home. Forcing pacts with the opponents. Yeah, the trouble is, you know, she's not very good against the Fremen either. I am tempted. Wrecking Paul's probably going to be Karina. You know what? We're going to not be Jessica because she's cheesy. We're going to go Yui and Hawat. Thurfer. Our boy Thurfer and our boy Dr. Wellington. We don't need no Jessica. We're a strong, independent man. We don't need to be propped up. Ooh. No, Wrecking Paul is Carino, I believe. Normally when I play an NA server, I get 2 to 3 minutes behind. Oh, that's not ideal. Wait, hold on, let me figure. Where is everyone else locations? Should we switch to EU? I'm okay playing on an EU if needs be. Asati's EU. Aussie Niners NA. I want to make sure we don't screw up Paul. Aussie, you okay if we swap to EU? Don't want to ruin Paul. Paul, rehost yourself. Yeah, we're gonna switch hosts real quick. I don't have any problem playing on an EU server. We've got a blazing fast fiber line out here. I'm not concerned. We're gonna make sure everyone's has a good time. Congratulations, you two. Thank you, Deathwatch. I have gotten that a couple of times. People have complimented me on being a good channel to fall asleep to, which is a compliment. I totally accept that. So I appreciate that. I'll try not to be. We'll try to keep it sort of calm. We'll do. We call it the NPR voice, right? National Public Radio. Where, thanks for joining in today, everybody. Today we're gonna be playing some Dune Spice Wars. We're gonna have Wrecking Paul rehost the lobby here, and then we'll join in. We'll go straight into the grand finals here. We'll have a great time. We won't get too excited because someone might be going to bed right now. We don't want to wake them up. We want to let them just fall asleep. I've also been told I could do like a decent jazz radio. We could just take it down a couple notches. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for some smooth jazz. House Atreides, Dr. Wellington Yui. We're gonna do it. Let's go. The fall asleep strat is the falling trees. I mean, the falling trees were they were noisy, but noisier for me than for you. So you can still hear him if you listen for it. Yeah, we got an Atreides game. An atypical Atreides game. No Paul, no Jessica. Yeah, that's right. We opted for no Paul because we want to burn down all of our sieges due to our potential Atreides friends. And we opted for no Jessica because she's cheesy. And I forget to use her, so. Whew. I mean, Atreides are already really strong. I already sort of anticipate everyone coming to kill me. We will see what happens. Paul into Fremen is rough. That is my experience as well. You're so excited to get sieges when you're Paul, and then the Fremen are so excited for you to be sitting on top of sieges. It's just a highway straight into the heart of your lands. Let's get our stuff up. Good luck, have fun, everybody. All right, we are a go. Just be careful. Yeah, Thurfer's loyal. He just got a little distracted. He didn't exactly switch to the Harks. He was fed really bad misinformation. Right? That's my recollection, at least.
Yeah.
Dr. Yui, of course, was an out-and-out traitor. Poor form, Dr. Yui. We do need to play maybe a tad bit conservatively due to the overpowered nature of Atreides. I think the lobby will probably be very aware of it and likely more than happy to come kick our teeth in. So we want to be cautious, and we'll be forced to being slightly more conservative because we don't have Paul to enable our fast expansion. So we'll be doing slow expansion, slow and reasonable. I actually really like analysts. +2 intel when you have one building of each type. Intel's so hard to come by these days. Anything that gives you like a free source of intel, I find really valuable. Analyst is one of my more favored early pickups. Yeah, I've also been liking a third tech diplomatic maneuvers for a little extra economic boost. Let's go take these rocks up here. Rocks, better statecraft, cheaper buildings. All right, that's fine. Yeah, okay, I'm okay with these. This looks like the Mount Idaho, but the village will be way far away from me. Maybe we could still get it. Slow and steady, right? Imagine being a Mentat and getting deceived. Right, yeah. Yeah, because smart people are never tricked. Not that the case. Anybody could be tricked. Sometimes smart people trick themselves. Ooh, we got a back White Rift, ladies and gentlemen. It's game over. GG, I'm calling it now. Atreides victory. I mean, that one is pretty deep set. I don't think anyone's going to be able to take that from us. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe they'll all be very slow and scouting it, so they won't know. I'm gonna make some more troops. What a treasure. Don't call it out. No one will be watching the stream. They don't know. They don't know. Don't be watching the stream. It's ignoble. Get Idaho and sit him on Mount Idaho. Duncan Idaho in Mount Idaho? Yes. I'm a Gurney Halleck enjoyer, of course, because Duncan Idaho just kind of wanders around, doesn't do a whole lot, but maybe we should get Duncan, though, just because they wouldn't expect it. Base kill is guaranteed now. Base kill is guaranteed on me, yes. It's always a potential risk. It could happen at any moment. You grab that. You grab that. Making some new dudes. Getting some stuff up. Someone go and scout this Idaho out. So that's got to be the center of the map right there. I mean, you love a quick Mount Idaho.
We're focused.
We could do the old get Duncan murdered over and over again strat.
Agreed.
It's an interesting one. It's not exactly meta, but I see where you're going with it. We got a bit of extra manpower. We can juice up the militias. We got Harkonnens off to the west, relatively close. Sandfall right there. Harkonnens got to be what? We got Ozzy Niner on the Harkonnens, Asati on the Fremen, and Reckon Paul on Carino. Mostly, we just don't want to be adjacent to the Fremen, I think. Yeah, I'm fine with that, actually. Ooh, what are we building? The good stuff. We're building the good stuff is what we're doing. Then we got to figure out a third place to take. We don't really need the White Rift right away. We don't want to be too greedy. I really want Mount Idaho, but it's kind of a long walk, isn't it? Isn't it? Arrakis. Let's start grabbing some tech. Not tech, points of interest, rather. Ally with the Fremen versus the Harks and Carino. We might, if the Fremen are opposite of us. And there is a harvesting team there. It could still be our eastern border, which would be less good. We don't know yet. We don't know. We got statecraft and resources over here. That could have something there. We've got a ton of energy sources around us. It's not exactly what we want, but
We're focused.
At your service, sir.
let's go. Let's go for Mount Idaho. It must be done. It's a little bit of greed, but it'll be a big economic boost having a big old chunk of plascrete.
We are ready.
We gotta make sure we kill this grenadier first. One spice is rough. It's true. We have not found quite enough spice. More thopters. Yep. You guys are distracting me. I'm not playing very well.
Yes. On the offensive. Awaiting
You guys, we're all gonna die from supplies, aren't we?
Yes.
We're not putting out enough DPS. Oh, we're gonna push it. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be very tight. More ornithopters for sure. Let's get another trooper up since this one's probably gonna die to supplies. Nope, we're gonna make it just in time. Thanks for being total bosses, Atreides. Where are we going? Probably... We probably want to lean into the green tech, I think, because we're not going to have any extra authority from our boy Paul. So we want a little extra exploration, or a little extra authority gain from our techs, our developments. 82, just almost there. And then we got a Landsred coming in. And there was a siege right here, next to Court Lab, whatever that is. We've got the early Atreides authority, but there's a House Carino, so you never know what might get changed around. Did we see where anybody is? Oh, so yeah, definitely the Southern Fremen. Fremen warriors right here. Why are there Fremen warriors in my sands? Oh no. If he forces me to retreat, I die because I've got no supplies. That could be trouble. That could be trouble. In that case, we try and get the truce for ourselves. To keep the Fremen off our backs. At least it would force him to betray to do anything about it. We all get that. Okay, yeah. Alright, good. That truce might save us. We're going to try and get the truce so the Fremen don't come and screw us. And the other things did not pass. Alright, go away, Fremen. Whew. It would be a bit early for them to opt for a betrayal. But they look like... Is that mid there or something very close to it? We need some spice, though.
Yes, sir.
As someone correctly pointed out. I know, the Fremen are right there. Already adjacent to us. It's a bad sign. We need to invest in more military.
Awaiting orders.
Oof.
Service, sir.
Alright, we'll be fine. We'll make the best out of it. Make some lemonade.
Awaiting command. Yes, sir.
On it.
As you command.
Harkonnens to the west. Fremen to the south, likely? Maybe. I mean, it's hard to say. There's not a lot of space over there. Are the Fremen maybe over here, the sort of eastish?
At your service, sir.
Yeah, they suffer a spice penalty. A spice exchange rate penalty, at the very least, for any transgressions.
Taking position. We're focused.
Oh, they actually won that fight up there. We don't love that. Our militia lost against a raider. It's rough. It's rough, Mr. Militia.
Let's go. We are ready.
I gotta tell you, I'm not enamored with the lands we've got around us here. We could be doing a lot better on the old territory. This is junk. This is junk. This is junk. This is nice. This is junk. This hopefully is nice because we certainly need something nice. This is junk. Yeah. Barren lands. Barren lands to work with. It's gonna be tough.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know what our second thing we're trying to get. We'll see what this. Maybe this is a spice field or something if we're lucky up there. Gotta be selling. Because we're not making any money.
Yes.
We could do this search here. Rush the defensive tech? No. Why should I? Could opt for a missile battery in here, maybe? Would be the defensive play. Yeah, probably. It's pretty forward. Resource deficit. Oh, we're going broke. Because we don't have any good lands. That is a spice field, at least. That was what I was hoping for. That's
Awaiting orders.
throw me a bone, man. Otherwise, our lands are bleak.
Sir. Roger that.
Let's go explore to the east, see what we could find out that a ways.
Waiting for your order.
2 spice at least. There we go. Good polar sink and water cellar. I mean, if the polar sink village was right here, I would get it. But way over there, no. Nope, nope, nope. The location of the villages on the land are a pretty big deal about whether or not you can actually do anything about them.
We're focused. Taking position.
Buildings and Arakina optional. Okay. Yeah, we're okay. We gotta get this. What is this village over here? 10% Solari production. It'd be nice if there wasn't a Fremen in the game. Yeah, fuel cell economy. I mean, there's only 2 fuel cell regions. So it's not like crazy fuel cells. I don't know what our economy is going to be based on right now. Could probably bully the Fremen. We need more information about what this map looks like before we get to any bullying. Right now, we're just pleased to not be bullied. Okay, so there's the desolation over there, but it's not. It's just next to normal land, not next to a desert. So it's not like it actually blocks off a route to us or anything. This is really no. Idaho is Plascrete, not fuels or not cells. You're thinking You're thinking the mountain one, the volcano, not the mountain. It's a totally different thing.
All clear.
On it. Yes.
Yes, sir.
You go search over here.
let's go.
Find me some stuff. It's worth taking, please. Resolve that one. Resolve this one. We got some spice, some more spice online.
Awaiting orders.
We could, I guess we could trade with this siege. A little bit of water for a little bit of manpower is fine. This is probably just pillaging there, I assume.
On duty. We are ready.
All we're rich in is Plascrete at the moment. Let's opt for a little bit of extra red stuff.
Crew reporting.
And I think we've got to go
Understood.
east, right?
Waiting for
Where's
your
this
order.
Thopter?
Okay.
Send the Thopter just to fly around these lands. Figure out what's out here. I feel like our Thopters are not doing anything good. The white, yeah, the White Rift is going to be amazing for us eventually. Early on, it's not going to do us any favors.
Yes, sir.
I wish we could pillage stuff. We've got a lot of really great land to pillage. We could pillage this and this. I'd be happy to pillage that one. That's fuel cells. Meh.
On duty.
We could just go to... this land is crap. There's more fuel cells over there. I guess we're just taking more fuel cell regions, because
At your service.
straight to a fuel cell economy. Get those geothermal condensers up.
Awaiting orders.
Ay, ay, ay. These lands are haggard, boys. That's a 75. This is a 71.
Yes, sir. The spice must flow.
Who made this map? It's awful. Good luck with Eternity. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We have not gotten a good spawn here. Our previous match, the ECAS spawn, was very nice. This one is pretty rough. Pretty rough indeed. Harkonnens have the most votes. I'm pretty close with Carino. Building costs. Never seen such an ugly map. Alright, good. Maybe the Fremen don't like it too. Karma for playing Atreides. It's fair. Harkonnens probably want the pillaging, which means maybe we could get infrastructure control. We'll try it. Worst case scenario, we lose a bunch of influence. I've had worse things happen. We did. We got it. Nice. The Harkonnens did like the pillaging. Wonderful. Cheap buildings. We like it. We can also grab that house gift, which would let us build another thing in our main base. All good.
Yes.
What are we building around? I guess we could probably, since our economy is awful, we could just lean into a couple of maintenance centers.
Awaiting orders.
Let's go grab that, and we grab that, and we build something over here. What are we building over there? Everything's bad. We're so poor. We'll go do a research center, I think, early on.
Focused.
Keep them grouped.
We'll take them out.
resolve that. We've got this long, horrible, snaky empire. Okay, so it is the Fremen to the east. Interestingly, that's a worm nest back over there. It's kind of a ways away, though. We might end up in some trouble trying to get a hold of that worm nest. Boy, I don't know what we're doing this game. We're just gonna count on the White Rift alone carrying us to victory. We don't even have other specials around us because this special up here, the Desolation's no good. It's a big, chunky Harkonnen army there. Let's get some more of our own troops out. We're gonna have a lot of fuel cells. Boy, I wish that was a spice there. Ugh, this map sucks, boys. I am truced up. Who's opposite me? Reckon Paul. 10% on the Harkonnens already.
Make it worth my time.
What do we need to unlock a trade agreement?
Yes, sir.
Gotta go fight off some rebels. What's a trade agreement locked behind? Research agreement. Modular parts, probably. CHOAM integration. What's a trade agreement locked behind? I honestly have no idea.
Here to deal with the heavy stuff.
So the Fremen are already up over there, so that would be contesting them to get that. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tricky. Our land is just very bad. It's very, very bad. Even the stuff between us and the Harkonnens is nothing. There's like Plascrete here that's worthless to us because Plascrete's the only thing we actually make.
Listening. On it.
This guy up here pays out extra for research hubs, and we kind of need some. We'll switch to spice. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I don't like anything. Urban planning, really? It is. All right. Well, it's on our to-do list. I think we want a command post up ASAP. Go, go, go.
We are ready. As you can.
And if I was going to annex something else, I'm probably annexing to the east from now.
At your service, sir.
God, everything's terrible.
Awaiting command.
Maybe I forward annex here as to maintain sort of a front line. Nothing is valuable.
Awaiting orders.
Ugh. Empty junk, empty junk. Empty junk. White Rift is great. Fuel cells, who cares? Boy, oh boy, I don't know. Who wants to trade things? He wants Plascrete. It's the only thing I make. No, 2 to 1. No, we'll do... We'll accept 3 to 1. It's 3 to 1 money to Plascrete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Nah, he says. Well, it's at least 2 to... It's 2 to 1 just to make it. It's 2 to 1 just to make it.
Ready.
We are ready.
Let's, I guess we just grab the rift.
Taking position.
That'll help boost our hedge up at least to get above 10k or something. I hate to help the Baron out, but it's fine. We could use the money.
Orders.
Might get us another building, another main base building before before the Lands Red hits. Best of luck. It is going to be an uphill battle. This is a astonishingly bad spawn, just a bad map on general, and we've got to maintain a pretty sizable army because there's a lot of baddies out and about. Make sure we get our guys all up. Yeah, let's hope he got a bad spawn too. Let's hope everybody's got a bad spawn.
Yes,
Alright, we've got the White Rift, but it's no good for us right now. We could get the trinkets up so we're at least cooking something. We'll do condensers for sure. I think we want that up. This guy over here likes statecraft building, so he could be a spacing guild. I think that makes sense. The Atreides submarine, yeah. We're not a submarine. We're more like a normal ship that's underwater and isn't supposed to be. Yikes. Okay, let's grab some goodies. Doot. We all live in a green submarine. We all live in a green submarine. Baron's busy pillaging. Don't know what the Fremen are up to. They've got at least 2 really good spices I could see. That would be at least 3 or so. We've got the high votes. We'll see what's cooking. We're grabbing this. What should we be building? This place probably needs a maintenance center. I mean, our economy is just in the pits in general because we don't have enough making things. All we make is plascrete. It's our one export. People are still thinking over here. We're playing on long timers, so we have a lot of time to look at stuff. 10 minutes before anyone times out here. Extra manpower, all factions. I think I'm gonna save. I don't particularly feel strongly about elected manpower. I would like this to pass because we are doing economic tech right now. Yeah, I think the econ dev would be beneficial to us, but not enough that I want to dump my spare influence into it. Bene Gesserits for everybody and research for everybody. Okay, so we are getting our geothermals up, and then we'll. Oh, it's kind of painful to go into Atreides Foreman when we're only going to be like on 2 spice. Unless we fight the Fremen. I think we want to... God, it sucks. We're making good Landsred standing. I think we want to just try and hang out until we get to a late game where our super Atreides powers come online better. We're gonna have our geothermal condensers up, so we might as well start taking all of our fiery lands. I need to assign an agent. Oh yeah. The Bene Gesserit came out. She's an easy Landsrad because we like 2 levels in the Landsrad for sure. In the main base, let us. Boy, everything's terrible. Let's do an embassy to lean into our Landsrad standing. This is the lovely White Rift up here.
On duty.
We could go over there. I think we come up and take this one next just to make a little bit of money.
Fire at will.
Do we keep anything? Oh, man. The land is so bad. It's like, what do I even keep around for a late game boom? And it's like, nothing's good for it. We'll just keep a couple of these really terrible nothing territories. But we don't like that the Baron's just wandering around and pillaging them either. We're so poor. Get a scav team up.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a really rough game. So disrespectful of the Harkonnens. Just wander right next to us. Yeah, they're just pillaging, taking all these lands. They're not lands that are good enough that anyone would actually want. No, I'm not giving you any more, Baron. Go make your own plascrete. You're not even giving me good deals.
Awaiting command.
103, come on. Come on. They're probably prepping to base dive me. I mean, sure.
We're moving.
Go ahead. Put me out of my misery here. This is a terrible base. This is a terrible base. I don't even want this one. I want a completely different base. There's a big Harkonnen force. I guess he's going to pillage that one up there.
We salute you. We're focused. Agreed.
What are we doing? Besides badly. We're losing all of our money. Oh, did we lose a harvester? Is that why we're not making anything? Yikes. You don't have any money, and you really don't need all that plascrete. It's free money.
At your command.
It's the principle. It costs more.
Ready. Agreed.
The spice must flow.
I'm so poor. I'm so poor. All I have is plascrete. I can't even build. Might as well invest in the wholesale markets across the empire.
On duty.
Yes. Agreed.
We got a red.
There's like that big chunky army, a big chunky. Yeah, it's fair. I could lose. Both of them are really productive plascrete factories, though.
Honored to serve you.
We just need to get back in the green.
Awaiting command.
But I've got to keep such a big army
Command.
with the Harkonnens right next to us here.
On our way. We'll do it for you, sir.
Okay. We could dump the plascrete. We could always make it back again if we need to.
We're honored to serve
I know. We should be 30 standing a council, so we need to get our ways back up to Proud Liberator eventually, and then we will be very chunky. At least that's what we've got going for us.
Honored to serve you. Awaiting orders.
I'm forgetting I can multi-build. That's a good point. You can really burn through this extra stuff if we need to. Didn't I have a... Okay, yeah, he has got there. Statecraft building, resources. I mean, there's not even stuff I want to build because none of these lands are any good. Is my big problem. Should we get Duncan, Idaho? And just lean into the haggardness?
At your command.
These guys up here. Ugh. None of my traits are any good.
My Duke.
Could we go burn down a siege maybe?
We're honored to serve
Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we prep for the siege burning. I don't think I can justify a Duncan. It's gotta be Gurney.
Fresh out of fight and spoiling for music.
I'm sure the Harkonnens wouldn't like me doing that, but will they not like me enough to come and fight about it? I should have been paying attention over here. We should be getting blue stuff because I'm Thurfer.
What do you need?
Shameful to not get Duncan. I know.
At your
I
command.
really ought to have, but
Here to deal with the heavy stuff. We're on it.
It's the right move.
where is our warden? Hark's on the chome. I know they are.
What do
Let's
you
go
need?
kill him, everybody.
On our way. We salute you. On our way.
Pillaging the siege for some money, because we're just so poor.
At your command.
Yes.
We'll make you proud. It shall be done.
We're focused.
Make sure we get those AoE guys down. I've had that chome for 60 days. Hopefully everybody else has bad starts. God, it's gonna be really miserable if Carino has like an incredible god tier spawn down there. Our White Rift is so great. Oh, Scav team! Good call. We could do that right now. We should have done that earlier, and we already killed a couple guys. I'm not at my best, guys. I'm tilted. I'm tilted from this horrible spawn. Tax negotiations for everybody. Minus standing for I hardly even care about the minus standing. I mean, we don't want it, but I guess we'll pose it. We're making a huge amount of standing still. We're making 35 every council. Everybody else is making 10. Hurts them a lot more than it hurts me. Yeah, I'm happy enough with those votes. What's going on here? 7% on Carino, 14 on the Harkonnens. I'd be willing to trade agreement Carino, or maybe even the Fremen, because they'd have the least amount. Fremen, do you want a trade agreement so we could have some money?
What do you need?
Let's not be eaten by worms. No worms, please.
Our duty.
Okay, we should win this all right. These guys aren't AoEing anymore.
We salute
Just
you.
gotta grind up these last couple of troops before anyone dies.
Yes, sir.
And then pillage. Please pillage. We're running out of supplies. Oh my god. Oh, we should get more when we pillage, right? The pillage should pay us out.
What do you
I was like, we're all gonna die walking home. There's a little bit of supplies. Enough to walk home.
Yes, sir.
Alright, look, we're rich. We're wealthy. We're powerful. Everything's coming up, Gurney.
At your command.
Build your base. We're building the base. Yes, indeed. That's always on our to-do list. Where we could get an experimental furnace up, but like we're not actually making money anywhere in our empire. Where would we build it? I guess in the back. Somewhere like here hits these 5 regions or something. Some sort of economic boost. Let's do it. Fremen way east.
What do you need?
Did they take that treaty? They did.
We salute you.
Well, I don't love the Fremen right there. They're just pillaging that, as one would expect.
Ready. We'll halt here.
But we are super boxed in. I think we need to take this stuff next to us just to keep the Baron off of it.
My Duke.
I'm pleased that we pillaged that siege, so that was nice. He's a deep desert enjoyer? Well, he may not have a deep desert. I am prepared to fight to the death over it. In that case, let's defend our desert. Is there a maintenance center in Sambat? It is getting hit. There's one here, which is hitting everything around him, so it should be fine. Pays out extra economic buildings. Okay. We need to hit our taxes because they're bad. Yeah. Boy, we're just... I think we gotta... So he is already craft workshopping. I could be craft workshopping and should be. Our 1 special region. We do our 2 special regions maybe. It's gonna put a target on our back, but we've got a pretty chunky army now for month 3 at least.
Salute you.
What are we getting? We're getting modular parts. I don't even know. We're not making enough chome to really justify a chome branch. Maybe we'll modular parts just for the spice silos to get a little extra going.
We salute you. It's the right way.
And we're going to take this down here next as further disincentive for the Fremen doing so. Look, ruins, perfect. Plascrete for stuff. This is likely not the 3v1 lobby. You need a pretty powerful group of lands to sort of justify. Is that a big raid that just came right out from here? Maybe it looks like it was.
At your command. On our way.
Yeah, I don't anticipate this being much of a 3v1 kind of game. You never know, though. You never can tell. I don't know that we could even get far enough ahead to justify other people fighting 3v1 against us. You're used to watching my videos at 1.5 speed. I mean, we're at 1.5 game speed. If you watch them an additional 1.5 speed after that, you're just gonna have to come back later. I can't speed up real life for you, unfortunately. Sorry. I feel like our economy is suddenly doing real well, and I'm not entirely sure why. This guy pays out per statecraft buildings. Okay, how about a data center? Lord, we need some data. We might have ourselves another siege to burn down here. Let's see if we could find it. I think Proud Liberator, sooner rather than later, makes good sense. Ugh. I'm not super happy with the amount of agents that I have.
My Duke. We're focused.
Oh yeah, I do have the embassy up for the Fremen trade agreement. That's true. Does it tell me? Embassy's getting me plus 26. That's nice. The trade agreement's only giving me like 7. Is that true? That doesn't sound like very much. Doesn't sound like enough. But the embassy, correct, is a big boost there. Oh, build out our lands, but what do we even build in these horrible, horrible lands?
We're honored to serve you.
There is a siege. It's gotta go, if we're being honest.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Any orders?
Organize the troops a bit here. Attack the siege.
We're honored to serve you.
Here to deal
Get
with
the guy that does the AoE damage first.
We're focused.
And then the other guys.
their cover. We'll breach their defenses.
At your command.
Walk this way, Warden. He's super slow because I've got him on last stand, which makes him super tanky, but super slow. But that's all good. All good. It's going really well. And we forgot to scav team it again. Jesus Christ, guys. Someone remind me of these things. You did. You did. I know. I know. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know nobody likes to see that happen. It hurts your souls. It hurts my soul to see as well.
We're honored to serve you.
I can only apologize and try to make it up to you in the future. I'm so sorry. Let's go for a Mason's Guild. Might be a little extra money as long as we build out these villages a bit. Is this guy? Oh, we're getting a lance red. It is a tilting spawn. That's my excuse. All the bad play you see here is because this spawn has me so far out of my element. That's why I don't take Jessica. I'm not so bad about remembering things. Not in your game today. No, I mean, it's so I've got a number of things working against me. One, I'm trying to read what you say. I'm trying to talk about what I do, and I'm trying to play the game at the same time. So that's tricky. I'm still getting used to that. It's a smuggler bounty on support here. I guess that's a guaranteed spend then. Do I need extra Landsrad? I guess I spend 200 Solari for 10 Landsrad. It is your fault, yes. What I'm trying to say is I am not at fault here. I have done nothing wrong. I'm perfect. And you guys are distracting me with all this talk, so I'm not playing my best. Oh, but we're super rich though. Money's going good. We got Landsrad guards. Everything's great.
My Duke.
I take it back. I'm feeling good. You guys are good. We're all good. How are you? I'm mad with power. Yes, I am mad with power. Yet again.
Listening. Ready for instruction.
We're also, since the Baron is like adjacent to us, we've got to grab all of our house gifts immediately. Otherwise, the Baron will get them.
Ready for instruction. Agreed.
We've got good authority. We got a bunch of authority from blowing up those sieges. Yeah, that's what it is. We've burned through all of our plascrete. We're going to come back here, burn down this wholesale market, and turn it back into a plascrete factory. Now we've got money and no plascrete. Now don't we feel silly for selling that plascrete to the Baron all those years ago? I really wish this polar sink was on our side over here. It feels just too aggressive to walk all the way across to the far end and take that. What is this Carino base? That looks pretty haggard down there. He's on 2 spice. Baron on at least 3 spice. He looks the best, I think. This map is crazy. Weird. Very weird. Fremen slightly ahead on the hedge. I think everybody's doing bad is the good news. Good news and other news. This guy needs 1 of each and also 1 of each. Okay, let's get some data there. Let's make some, I don't know, some money. Looks like a rough spawn. Yeah, the Fremen are working on it. They've got themselves a Chani and a big chunky army of skirmishers and warriors.
Hold here. On our
Yeah,
way.
if he had designs on a desert surround, it ain't happening. Oh, there's another siege way behind us. Let's go burn it down.
My Duke.
Listening. Understood.
Let's go burn. Let's take this and then we'll burn it down.
We're honored to serve you.
I think I want another craft shop up. I don't really need other people in Arrakis, because there's just not going to be very much land to expand to. Fuel cells. We got lots of fuel cells. We need some support drones up. Proud Liberator should be up soon. That'll be a nice power boost for us. Don't forget to scav team. Good call. The scav team is ready. So like part of my brain works. Like my brain works enough that I'm like, okay, let's prep the scav team. And then it doesn't work enough that I don't, that I that I actually use the scav team when I get to the fight. Get buff militia before workshops. It is fair to say that I probably should have militia in these bases. At least some militia.
We're honored to serve you.
I've already opted for the one workshop on the White Rift, and the only other one I can build is way up here in the mountain. Those are the only two specials I've got. Hence our Haggard spawn. Early reminder, so it's not your fault.
What do you need?
Yes, yes. I absolve you of your sins, chat. You've served me well in the past.
It's the right move.
Yeah, we're gonna have a chunky army. I'm gonna feel strong
We'll hold here.
about our force, but it's gonna be
On duty.
hard. There, scav team is down. Is everybody happy?
To serve you.
Any orders?
Ready.
Need to pick off these AoE troops.
Focus fire.
Always, always, always get these horrible
Let's
skirmishers
end
first.
this. We'll take them out.
There we go. Now we can mop up. What are we building in the base? Probably 5 red, I think, is what we're going. The chat rejoices that the scav teams were used appropriately. Alright, what are we doing? We got our Proud Liberator. We want a mechanization up and an army logistics. Ugh, I think I'm actually going to pull someone out of Chom and send them over to counter intel.
We're focused. What do you need?
We might as well just take this while we're here. We're not going to have any land to back cap. All of our capping will have to be forward capping. It is what it
Your
is.
command.
Hunker down until we have to kill someone. Always a good plan. Baron at 21%. He's going fast and furious. Fremen at 16%. I should not have a treaty with them anymore. Trade agreement with Carino. Let's try that. He's poor. We could be friends. Look at his spawn. He's got this big deep desert, and then there's a mountain range right next to him. And then the Baron is already like up in his face right here. That's crazy. Carino definitely getting bullied back there.
We're honored to serve you.
Alright, what are these things? Bonus for military buildings. Let's get some military buildings up. This guy up here could also have a little forward missile base. He gets bonus for economic buildings. Let's build some of the economic stuff. Look guys, I'm remembering to multi-build too.
We salute you.
Carino will win, maybe. You know, it's sometimes it really is the last place person that wins. It would not be the first time I've seen that happen. Not by a long shot. We got good money. Why is it so expensive? Is everybody buying? It's just expensive. I guess I'll buy, but it's expensive. The rates, fine. We could even afford to be doing a little more stockpiling. Landsrad's coming up. What are we missing out? We're missing military propaganda. That's what we need more than this other stuff, actually. For some reason, I thought I already had that. We did get the trade agreement with the Carino, so that should further help our monies situation. Landsrad's coming up. Infrastructure control. I don't want military investigations because there's still a handful of reds I want to grab. Whew. Yeah. We're sort of in a hunker down mode just because there's nothing else we could do. The only other option to hunkering down is to go fight somebody. He wants a trade agreement. I decline, my man. I decline. We are prospering on the authority. No one's doing anything politically, but I don't think that politics is even particularly good. All factions get this. All factions suffer this, so we'll just try not to suffer this while we're doing our red tech. and otherwise sit on our authority, which we're actually selling off for guild favor. I mean, we can't even go nuts in the workshops because we've only got 2 special regions. We're already going nuts, and we're getting 12 or something. 18. 39 on Carino. Carino's going nuts on the workshops. They've got a space rack, and that's it? Are they just double space rack? That's weird. Do they have... They did drop a second base here and here. Weird. I don't know what is going on. This is a strange game. Okay, we've done our votes. People are looking around and doing things. Grab some stuff off the map. Ugh, it's crazy, man. Crazy game. We do kind of want to be building stuff out more. Probably up here for our second and final craft workshop, right? I'm not crazy. We don't have any other specials. 1 special there, 1 special there, and that is it. What else even is there to take? The Baron has 1 back behind him. He's leaving the Moondew Vale behind him. Way down there is the Great Volcano. Ay, ay, ay.
Sir? Ready. Roger that.
At least get our
Yes, sir.
Sopters, put these guys on safe mode for now. The center? I mean, I could. It's gonna draw some aggro. We're a leader. We're the highest hedge currently. You're just not cooking very much. Let's prep some goodies here for the inevitable wars that we will find ourselves in. Boy, I just don't know, though. We've got so little to work with.
On duty. Awaiting command.
Build in the base. Red's almost up. I mean, we're going to have some chunky armies to work with. We probably should be farming some neutral villages. Except they're already being farmed by other people. There aren't even any neutral villages for me to farm for XP.
Yes, sir.
I'm reluctant to just go to war with the Fremen. I know. I think my best friends are Carino, and since we're not really expanding anywhere,
Time.
political agreement as well? I think the Harkonnens are the real villain.
What do you need? We're honored to serve you.
If we get any of these guys up, I want them to have more carrying capacity. We got our mechanization, military propaganda we need for sure, and then we do want army logistics. Could we live without army logistics in order to get up to veteran militia faster?
At your command.
I think we'll just keep building out our lands while we sort of anticipate, save up our authority and just start peaceful annexing stuff around the world. Pumping more knowledge? I mean, yeah, I guess we could pump some more knowledge if you really want me to. I feel like this is another one of those games where we're just sitting here for the next 6 months. If I had a better spawn and more resources to work with, I would be feeling more aggressive, but I think before I even do anything like that, I need to have more manpower online. We're pretty light on it. We would struggle to rebuild armies and things. Get more plascrete up here if I'm not already as well, since that is an extra mineral region. We're cooking as much as we can cook, which is 28. And we'll just let it ride. The Fremen we are trade treated with, and I don't love how much authority they're getting. Or not authority. I don't love how much chome they're getting, but they're keeping the Baron honest.
Honored to serve
We are stronger than a Fremen stack, but it's like, what could we even take from him? This is adjacent to his home base, so we could hardly try and take this spice field without, all-out war. We could take our 4th energy source that will, that'll earn us a lifetime supply of Fremen hate and a whopping 600 hegemony. The Worm's Nest is way down there. Maybe.
At your
I'm gonna
command.
switch over to airfields.
We
Let's focus on getting our manpower up to like a 30 or a 40 so that we could sustain that kind of combat if needs be.
We're honored to serve you.
Could peacefully annex the middle. We could peacefully annex this thing right next to him, in between them. That might be on our to-do list. 3 spice is significantly more comfy than 2 spice, that's for sure. Yeah, we are going to annex that, I think. He's going to hate it, but it'll be funny, and it'll serve for a decent little jumping off point if we need it. Come on, you're so close. I hate all this extra land that the Baron's keeping. He's got a huge hedge boom available to him. There's a new charter on the agenda. Water Sellers is coming up. For House Carino, who was invested into the 3 blue. All right. I think he didn't even take the political agreement I offered him. Interesting. Baron for sure, the villain. Need green defense research. Yeah. That's our next on to do this. We need military propaganda up, and then we're gonna go into our green defenses. Oh, the renegades is over here. Just messed that up. There's no more peaceful annex there. We are. Baron keeps pillaging that. We could, in theory, peaceful annex this after it gets pillaged. Oh, it would be real tough though, because it would put us way ahead of the pack and hedge. So it's certainly not the guild favors looking good. Timed for a Kraken. Certainly not the submarine play you guys were advising me on. Certainly not. That would be a very aggressive, come fight the Atreides kind of play. Let's go over here, make sure we're getting even more manpower. This guy, we're trying to figure out where we need our maintenance centers. Yeah, well, we're gonna have a chunky army once our last training slot, training tech finishes up. I'd be fine with fighting anybody, but there's like not even good stuff to take. You think the play is on the Fremen spice field? I kind of want to beat up the Baron earlier rather than later, though. Yeah, I think our next 10 CP's got some drones in it for sure. I'm significantly more concerned about a Baron victory than I am about a Fremen victory. Kraken drop for a base dive? The Atreides, the famous base diving faction, yes. We don't mind a deer to minor houses. We're already truced with everybody. And the Carino is going to be the Water Sellers. I think we are in favor of more Chom shares for everyone. That only serves to dilute the percentage that the actual Chom leaders are winning. Hedge is pretty chill. I'm the lead at 16-3. We're cooking and Carino's cooking. Fremen are ever so slightly cooking, but really it's the Baron's kind of choming up a bit there. He's not banking money. I'm the one with money. Carino's got money too, actually, interestingly. Oh, I just accidentally used Scav Team there. That misclick. Disregard that Scav Team. No Chom shares, Water Sellers, and truces for Carino. Hit the Baron before 30% Chom? I could, but it's like, why? I could take this terrible empty territory up there. We'll wait for our 65 CP. I think it would be a bit premature to go before then. So we need military propaganda to kick in, and then we could try our luck with a Baron fight.
My Duke.
On duty.
It's the right move.
We just want to make sure we're looking good on our front lines all over the place. What am I building? I don't even know. Water wouldn't hurt. This guy, I don't know what that guy's making. This guy probably ends up on counterintelligence. You can never trust your neighbors in this. There's our Kraken.
On report.
Hit special region close to mid. Oh, the Sandfall. That would be worthwhile. That's a decent thought. If we were going to fight over something, that's actual territory worth having. Summit resolution on our permanently yeah.
We salute you.
It's tricky. There's the Fremen over there, stomping on those renegades. If they just pillage this, we will peacefully annex it. Keep an eye on them. There's our next level up. Probably a second Warden, and then I'm pretty comfortable with the Force. We're actually going to... No, okay, we got that more or less how I want it. Better armory slots would be nice, but it's 12 days. And a lot of them don't necessarily benefit from the armory slots. He is pillaging. We could do a little sneaky peaceful annex in the back of the Fremen lands. I'm sure he wouldn't like that, but... I like the idea of fighting the Harkonnens. Missile turret going up there, missile turret already up there. It will be a tough fight.
What do you need?
We're moving.
Yes, sir. We'll go.
It will be a
sir.
tough fight. Won't be easy. Let's get a Fremen mercenary to come help. We'll do it. We'll start the peaceful annex over here. Was the house gift stolen? I thought I grabbed it. I was grabbing it myself.
We salute you.
More manpower, pretty please. Though we are pretty good on manpower. Make sure we're militia'd up before anyone jumps in and causes trouble. And this, if we're gonna fight, we certainly need a military base up.
At your command. We're honored to serve
Alright, we
you.
got some
What do you
goodies.
need? We salute you, my duke.
Should we go fight a Baron? Why
It's
not?
the
We're
right
bored, aren't we?
move.
Oh, peaceful annex the Baron stuff while we attack him? That's an interesting thought. That would require us to sit back for like a month to build up more. Look at these Jomrites. That would require us to sit back for like a month to build up more authority. Unless we cancel this one, which is... okay. We'd lose out a bit. Okay, I sort of like that plan. Peaceful annex the Baron's lands while we attack the front of the Baron's lands. So that's 180 to take there, and then if I wanted to take this one, 257. Oh, that's so expensive.
At your
Let's just go
command,
fight the
my
Baron,
duke.
Understood,
just
sir.
for fun.
We salute you. We'll halt here. It's our duty.
Sit tight
Let's
in the
do it.
work.
You have not missed much. We've been cautious and careful.
Ready. On the move. On the move.
At your command, my duke.
Troop carrier on report.
Drop some goodies in here. We'll prep some new goodies.
We salute you.
Here comes the Baron.
What do you
These are
need?
chunky militia. They're going down
My
slow.
duke. We're focused.
There's a worm on us.
Go, go.
Ready. Agreed. Understood. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Understood.
Do you need the Kraken, sir? Understood, sir.
It shall be done. What do you need?
The crew is ready to serve, sir.
Just shoot at him with the missiles
Support
for
our
funds.
troops on the ground.
So far, so good. Did we get guys grabbed off our space? Someone got arrested during all that.
Listening.
We'll get there in time. Troop carrier on report. At your service, sir.
It's our duty.
Try to focus fire well. He's not wanting to commit, which is good.
What do you need?
All right, now he is. He's dropping the goodies.
Troop carrier on report.
Another scav team here.
Ready.
He's focus firing.
Save us from the
Did I get him in? No, I didn't.
thirsty land.
No, I did. I popped him in.
The crew
Yes.
is ready to serve, sir.
The old Kraken evac. You back. No. Oh, no, I didn't. I thought the Kraken evac him. He's not above. Wait, why did that guy run over there? It's good. It's all going nuts.
Ship behaves admirably.
Let's focus fire some of these executioners down, pretty please. There's been a lot of deaths, so he's got some real sauced up executioners. This damn meat armor is a big problem.
What do you need? We'll make you proud. It shall be
Please
done.
die, executioners. I think we got the fight.
My Duke.
Maybe. He's got a rebellion on him. No, we're losing the fight. We can't kill these executioners.
It's the right move.
Yikes.
Listening.
Do you need the Kraken, sir?
Oh, those executioners are tough. I thought I had Gurney jump in there. The Fremen is helping. Yeah, maybe. They threw a little rebellion over there. Thanks, Fremen. Where is our closest airfield? Not there, of course. Good rally point right thereabouts. I just want those meat stacks to fall off. 20 stacks of meat on him, 9 stacks of meat on him, 20 stacks on him. Only 2 on that guy. But I still want to jump some more people up here. He's got some ranged units fighting, but the Fremen are helping us out there. The Fremen did jump up a fair bit there at 19. What did they annex? Did they take middle stuff even? Or bottom stuff that they didn't have before? It's hard to say. Authority. Fremen or Carino have by far the most votes. I've got a lot of space still to hang on to influence, so I think I just hang on to influence. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. I've only got like 4 or 5 guys in here, 4 guys, so we can't tangle with a bunch of executioners that are max meat stacks. We do got our front line coming up again in just a minute, but so tough to fight those executioners, right? Let's see what else there is to see. Landsrad. We got the judge of the council. Heyo. Interesting.
Do you need the Kraken?
All right, let's leave.
Kraken on the move.
Go home, everybody. Oh, never mind. We're all dead. The gunners shot us down. Oh, I thought we had more hit points than that. Boy, that went pretty bad, actually. All in all. It's all right. It was worth a try. Kept him busy. Boy, I don't know what the end game looks like here. We don't have anything to annex. Let's go back and we'll peaceful annex the Fremen lands over here. We could peaceful annex middle. We've got the judge. We could peaceful annex and sort of bunker down with the judge.
Every weapon at your service.
Extra support drone. We need a gurney back up. Let's invest in a handful of judges. 5 judges. And then we'll sit in the middle with 5 judges.
We're honored to serve you.
Is the new plan.
On our way.
Grab this house gift.
At your command.
Grab
What
some
do
of
you
these
need?
goodies. Missing resources. Oh, because we spent it all on. No, I don't think a governor win con's in the books. We are speeding towards some sort of conclusion here.
At your service.
Nobody wins on governor anymore these days.
At your service.
What are we getting? Oh, we're picking up something somewhere. Here, cancel this. Give me this, please. Got to grab this house gift. And then we can go back to grabbing the harvester wreck. And now we can start grabbing the middle.
We're honored to serve you.
Need to make sure we're within our airport range. We're gonna have to be ready to multi-build once we aggressively take some of these lands. Like over here. You, airport, and missile turret. And a military base. And then you build it all faster. The Baron wants peace. I accept, Baron. We got this stuff. Peace in our time. What does this region make? This region makes like literally nothing. Could make recruitment offices in it, I suppose. Data center. And just a couple days off of taking the middle. So we will do a very similar build there. Need some troopers. At least a heavy weapon, a single heavy weapon squad. I guess we already got one, but two is probably better. So we've traded out all of our rangers for judges, basically, is the plan.
We're honored to serve you. At your command.
What are we doing over here? Probably a military base over here in case we get in trouble. Even in the back here, maybe a military base in case we get in trouble. Do we get the middle? Almost. Middle. Airfield, Atreides up in the lead, which is not ideal. Let me super build it. Oh, it's all done. And let's switch everybody over to heavy militia
At your service, sir.
and
Here to deal with the
water extractor.
We salute you. We'll go, sir.
Make sure everybody is within our airfield range so we can do some fast flying. We're gonna go straight up to border defenses. What's this guy over here? Monitoring station, maybe? It makes sense. Just to keep an eye on the Fremen when they're coming in. And I just kind of want to make sure my buildings are built out as best we can. Sell a little bit of more spice. We are out of water, so we're not building anything else with water. Military factory, yeah, we will want a military factory
At your command.
at some point. At some point. The tricky part is we're perilously close to running out of money, and we'll be in the negative once our trade agreement partners stop agreeing to trade with us. Boom. We're gonna drop our research center off, which makes us not look quite as dangerous. Yeah, I sort of feel like everyone's gonna come kill me pretty soon here. I sort of feel like everyone's gonna come kill me. Need water. I kind of want this. Okay, we do get this. That'll make our research center free whenever we get there. Hey, we've got water. Thanks to the middle. We're gonna do like a mid-range airfield back here in case we need to jump to the back of our territory. The Dread 3v1, it's probably coming. Everybody hate the Atreides. I'm really not that dangerous because I've got nothing I can take. I guess I could take the Harkonnen stuff, in theory. Ugh.
Fresh out of fight and spoiling
Gurney's back up, ready to go.
At your command. We'll go, sir.
I think we don't want a supply drop as much as we want... Never mind. I mean, we want a ceasefire, but we're pretty far away from it. Pretty far away from it. Let's just keep building out the buildings. I think we'll build a missile turret right next to our main base to help with the inevitable base snipe. Yikes. Lands red starts in 0.3 days. Oh, man. It's just gonna be, yeah, it's very passive. The trouble is that they're gonna be passive up until it's like 25k, and then they're gonna come and stomp me, and then somebody else will break everything loose. Change everything to, yeah, I think I've got heavy militia just about everywhere. The stuff that I peacefully annexed keeps their old militia on it. It's a dynamite. I know the tension is getting ratcheted up every time someone pays a spice tax. Loss of rights. We wouldn't like loss of rights. We want no loss of rights. Because our judge of the council is very nice. But we can't stop at the Fremen if they really want to do it. Oh, Carino. They had 3 blues. They busted them up. Weird. I don't know. I have no idea what Carino's doing down there. He finally got the space wreck over there, so he is cooking 34. Yeah, I still look like a big threat, don't I? Damn it. I don't want to be the big threat. I want to be the little threat. Ceasefire is Landsrat. Okay, we got the Bene Gesserit on that for sure, so we're fine thereabouts. We've still... Oppose. Okay, so Carino also joined me in making sure we didn't lose our rights. And I just got the minor houses gave me the Eye of the Council. Chom prices are up. Let's sell for $10,000 from Chom. Holy shit, let's sell all of our shares. Boom. Plus $20,000. Maybe that'll be useful at some point in the future, but what's the rate? The rate's pretty good. We should be selling. Rate's pretty solid. We've got people back. We could up our... We've got stuff and counter intel. I mean, we're looking feeling good. We've got a pretty chunky army here.
At your command.
We're at peace with everybody. Nobody would possibly want to hurt me. Yeah, I imagine it'll be peaceful for like a little while longer. Veteran militia is up. Border defenses is 36 days. It's a little ways out. But we're working on the border defenses. Not a lot we can do other than status quo. We'll come over here to defend this, soak up a little extra XP doing so. We need to make sure our buildings, our bases are built out wherever we can. Maybe a nuke silo makes good sense. Yeah, I think a nuke silo does make good sense. I'd much rather have a nuke than 4% Chom.
We'll hold here.
Peaceful Annex the Barons special? Yeah, that's on the end game to-do list. If I did that right now, everyone would just come and murder me like 100%.
We'll hold here. Yes.
So eventually we might do that, but spending the Kraken fuel on the nuke. Oh, we gotta have more. I'm sure there's somewhere we're not making fuel. Making fuel there. We're making fuel there. Oh, they took that fuel from us. We're making fuel in there. Spending the Kraken fuel on. That's okay. I could really... This experimental furnace isn't doing a whole lot for me. I could crump that down when it's time for a Kraken. Or I could even trade... do a guild request trade. We'll be alright. We'll be just fine. What I really want is a prepped ceasefire. %30 on the Harkonnens. 55 on Carino. Good. Good. I like Carino looking dangerous. 55's a lot, man, and he's at 20k already. He might be in, like, the lead. He's got 1 territory to back cap. The Harkonnens have a bunch of stuff. They are capping their special right now, but they're way behind because they haven't been craft shopping at all. Boy, it's gonna be tight. Yeah, the Fremen have blocked the Baron from Choming for sure. That's been a big boon for us. That's the only reason I've left a trade treaty with the Fremen. Yeah, military factory for sure would be a good choice. So yeah, yeah. I think if the shit hits the fan, we want to swap out our experimental furnace into a military base, and we want to trade into fuel cells to support our, hopefully once we get back up to a Kraken. And we are prepped to do a research center. When we do our research center, it will give us 15% of 1080, so really just 1,500 for building the research center or so. Yeah, it's tough because it's this standard standoff, the standard Mexican standoff, the Cinco de Mayo standoff when you've got a sweaty lobby. Nobody wants to make those first moves and do anything untoward. What we would love, maybe after the next spice tax or maybe the one after that, Everything's taken. Yeah, there's very little boom ability for anybody. There's like, here is one uncapped region. Baron has 4 uncapped regions, but he's also at least 1,000 or 2,000 behind everyone else. I'm afraid this might be a longer one, boys. I don't see this. I mean, so what I want to happen is I want someone to get greedy. I want like Carino to be like, I can take this special region and get in a fight with the Fremen, so then I could just run over and jump on the worm nest here. As I build up my authority, if I cap out, I can start just trolling by taking stuff behind the Baron. That's always fun. We do got, we're still sitting on the Masons Guild, so we can make a little extra money by building out our villages. Nope, wait, not that one. Not that one. I just want 5 things built in all of our regions.
My Duke.
Do you think they're scaring the Fremen by sitting there? I was just trying to be efficient with money. We could go sit at home. The Atreides have super fast airplanes is one of their benefits. Zoom, super fast. Let's prep the nuclear weapon. We've got the air network. Shuttles are 100% faster. It's always funny.
Honored to serve you.
And of course we can get the ceasefire ready. Monitoring station if I don't know what else to build. Yeah, that's fair. Monitoring stations are free, basically. What are we doing on the White Rift? Carino on 61 passive. I think he's in the lead. No one has anything to back cap, except for the Baron, of course. Record Paul says, I need to keep up. Oh, I am too weak, says Emperor Palpatine down south. Okay, so people are thinking about what to do. I am thinking... I did build a military base right up at the front line there. We could further defend that in case there was aggression. I wouldn't expect the Fremen to be causing trouble up here. We do have an airfield there, so we hardly need another airfield. Yeah, it's like meh. Monitoring station. And... are we getting cheaper stuff? I guess we could just throw up a random maintenance center as well. Anyways, what's going on over here? A little extra... I think we're just going to be about maxed out on house stuff. All faction stuff are military power. No to Chom. Selling Chom grants authority per share. I don't even care. What's the Baron going to do? Back cap his 4 regions and then... question mark? That doesn't matter. All factions... it doesn't matter. All factions lose military strength. I think I like that for now, because I still think that people are thinking about jumping on me. I don't know. That fails. Voted down by the Fremen. That passes, so everybody's a little weaker. Boy, it's gonna be a weird game. Baron is starting to back cap. He's down to just 3 things he could cap back there. I don't know if it's worth me trying to do that. I could cap the land behind Carino, hilariously, for 260. But it's like, I mean, there's no boom possibility, right? I don't have anything in my own lands. Atreides has boom as well on the map to boom with. I got a nuke too, it's true. Uh-oh, they're talking themselves into it. No. I've got no options but sitting here for 6 months or killing a neighbor. I think we should base kill Carino for safety.
What do you need?
Yes, get him. Ozzy Niner agrees. Yeah, I mean, it would be the best for Fremen and Harkonnens to pick on Carino because they've got the most to gain from those neighboring territories.
At your command.
I think Atreides backcaps Harkland. I am not going to yet. Yeah. Plus 600 hedge ain't gonna do it. I think our heavy militia are actually gonna tear this fight apart. We don't even need to spend the money flying over there. The XP would be nice, but I don't know, boys. I don't know. The Baron seems to be on his side. Yeah, the Baron's not on anyone's side. Ozzy Niner is very self-serving. He's still buying Chom. We could buy 6,000. I can calm down on the passive. 61. Let's go kill him.
We salute.
I'm in if you guys are.
Waiting command. We are on the move.
Let's see if we are... I think my nuclear warhead is ready, just for good measure. I think I want more data centers up along the borders. We're just about to have our border defenses done. Maybe we'll wait before we start knocking out
Spice crew reporting. Yes, sir.
I was going to remove the labs. We could probably even remove our plascrete factories. We're not really going to do anything else with plascrete for the rest of the game. Passive once you hit 20. Yeah, well, if you hit 25k, that's certainly a go time, but that's, you know, two spice taxes away or something like that. 25k is very close to booming territory. So we do want to max out our authority. This guy here, I think, is a data center. We tried to fight the Baron, and all we did was get stuck in combat with four max blood stacked executioners as they slowly beat us down. Carino is now attacking his backlands, or maybe sieging him down. He may just be sitting on it with the unit forever, because that will keep me from peaceful annexing it. I believe that's a very savvy tech, if that's what he's planning there. Very savvy. I'm glad that we took the middle when we could. Yeah, I know it's not exciting though, right, boys? But it's like we're not in a time where we could make something happen. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's get some knowledge on the Baron, I guess. Let's look over here. That's all fine. I'm fine with these things. I still kind of want more authority income because I've got a bunch of active treaties, which maybe we don't need. Yeah, we're definitely in a tense standoff situation right now. Take a break, drink or water. Stupid harvester, thank you.
Marching order.
I mean, what can we do? What can we hope to do? We gotta wait for. We're gonna pay a spice tax, and the spice tax is gonna put us at 24. And if we built our research center, that 24 would turn into a 25.5. We'd be about at 26 by then. Also, as from the craft shops working up. But 26 is nowhere near victory. That's like still another 2 spice taxes away. It's the most likely thing, I think, is probably me being able to beat up Fremen. I might be able to take this off of them, and that maybe wouldn't make people too angry. But at the same time, it's like maybe immediately, as soon as I get in a fight with the Fremen, then everybody else attacks. You can't be certain, and that's not even that big of a win, even if I did take something like that. It's tricky. It's tricky. New charters on the agenda. No, that might have been an old notification. I don't know what we could do other than relax. Kick back. Jesus. Kick back. Get the listening posts out. Not enough shares even for sale. I wish we could build a second nuclear silo. Just be like, we've got one nuke. Yes, what about second nuke?
Sir? Okay.
Let's make extra thopters flying around. We'll keep some in the back of the Baron's lands. Have a cerveza, hang out, yes. Top off the margaritas, boys. I have not built my military factory yet, but that's on the to-do list when things actually start popping up. House of Dog says, if they're going to let you get up to 25 uncontested, build the RC and take the Hark back caps. Yeah, if we get up to 25, that's still like 2 spice taxes away, isn't it? Intel almost maxed. Yeah, we can't even build the other thing, so I think we'll just sit with maxed Intel for now. Carino is thinking it hardly matters. No one's going to chone to victory unless there's a death, in which case it would be crazy. Do we opt into the early military factory? It costs us about 80 Solari a day. Is it time to go for Gov? We could vote up governorship, see if we could snare it next time around. You never know. But I mean, governor is unfortunately really trivially easy to stop. We're maxed out on our lands outstanding already. Carino will get ahead, and he has a back cap ready. Maybe so. Maybe so. He's making twice as much. He's making almost 1,800 a month is crazy. 1,800 a month, yeah. Still 61 a day on Carino. He's too far. Fremen gets some assassins. Everybody gets a terrible spice rate. And command point increases military upkeep. Well, maybe we're not going to do our military factory while the upkeep's super expensive. And we're also not making any money. He can't PA, yeah, that's true. But Baron's picking up his stuff too, so we could, we could grab 2 things from the Baron, basically. As long as he doesn't take them. And now he's moved, so we could even grab the one behind him. We could take the one behind him, sort of forcing him into a war with us. That would be kind of funny. Do we want to do that, though? Does that make any sense? I don't think it does. I don't think we have any. We got border defenses up. Wonders of the Desert, maybe, for cheaper annexing specials. Is there anything else that makes sense at the end game? 23 days, 45 days. We probably couldn't even finish that. We'll get army logistics just so we could get an extra military slot. Yeah, there's a renegade on this one, and then this one is free, and I could do both of these. That's still. It's like 14. Both these together would be about 1,500 after the RC. You think I need to take a Worm's Nest to win? Yeah, I think if I took a special, it would be amazing. But battling is a long walk to the Worm's Nest, and battling in the Worm's Nest is a miserable proposition. Maybe in theory, we could thumper behind him.
It's the right move.
Maybe it's worth a try. Maybe you guys want to see that. Is it worth a try? Let me think. Good golly. I don't even know what I could build there. I'm trying to find places that I could put in like an extra military turret. Missile turret, not military turret. You know all about the military turrets, right? $24,400. Do we try to take a worm nest? We would need to get rid of the scav team, and we would have to prep a decoy thumper so that we don't get worm struck. You prepare for the defense, not the attack? Maybe. Kraken time.
We salute you.
Where is my base here? So we will also trade favor out there. We will get the Kraken. Oh, that's true. We've got a big force of judges, which would be really lousy actually on attacking. So which again points us towards wanting to defend instead. Carino at 24. Carino's gonna climb ahead of us. I think we back cap Carino's land, just to keep him from being able to back cap it. We're doing it. We're starting to back cap the Carino land, just to make sure he can't have it. It might cause people to war me to death, though, which would be totally justified. But F it, we want stuff to happen, don't we? Military bases, missile bases, everywhere we could get them. Wait, something happened to my peaceful annex. Village with peaceful annex under siege. Oh, this is getting sieged. But I'm already peaceful annexing it, and it looks like it's continuing. I think these guys are winning that. Yeah, they should be fine. Carino climbing ahead. Oh, it got canceled. Must leave combat before I can peacefully annex it. He's watching the stream.
What do you need?
Generate more authority. I mean, we're maxed out on authority. So faster generation won't really matter. We can't let Carino cook to victory.
We're honored to serve you. We salute you.
Captain of the Kraken, waiting for orders.
Kraken is up. Yeah, if I could make everyone. Harkonnen's capping. 23. You're not moving.
At your command, my Duke.
Let's go.
We're
Harkonnen's
honored to
flying
serve
over,
you.
looking dangerous potentially. Let's add more missile turrets around our base.
Ready.
What do you need?
I don't know. 27. Is he booming up? Guys. 27.
At your command.
An enemy faction hasn't. The Harkonnens have a nuke ready.
We salute you.
I mean, I can't rush anything unless I take a special or something.
What do you need?
But everyone else is too afraid to do anything.
We're honored to serve you.
I don't have a supply drop. I'll have to lose the support intelligence and get a supply drop ready. Yeah, he did his boom. He's at 27, but it's like... I mean, that's still a lot. I know, you tried to warn us plus 70. Plus 70. Go in, I'm about to go in. Finishing supply drop. One day.
At your command.
Problem is, I don't want the Harkonnens to take a territory. Ay. But yeah, we gotta go. I'm going in. Let's all get him. I don't want to lose authority production. Tricky. 10 days of payout. I think as soon as I start fighting them, I will try to peaceful cap the barren lands and build my RC. Something like that. If we could see other people committing to the fight, that would be for sure what we would want to do. Go for the spice. He'll defend his special regions. Yeah, oh no, his spice up here. This one. Yeah, that's a good call. If I'm just taking his spice, they would try to defend the specials. Are Landsred Punishers good? Not really. They're fine if you can get them shooting a base, but you know they only last for 30 days, so it's kind of tough to get that window in. They're not like an I win button on a base kind of thing. 3 missiles on the spice. Yes, there is a 3rd missile coming up on the spice field, and we still don't have a military factory. It's a good call. Good call on the military factory. Swap to military factory for sure. Ay, ay, ay. Diplomatic Congress for everybody? I think we're already all at peace right now. We kind of don't want that to happen. I don't know. We'll lay claim to the Landsred Punishers ourselves. We probably shouldn't have done that. We should have saved some of our authority. So we got a couple gifts back here. And military base is going. We're walking.
It's the right move.
Sati tells me to go. I don't think anyone else can really do a huge boom. It's going to depend on what people can attack or what people can annex from Carino here.
The ship behaves admirably.
There's our Fremen.
Make it worth my time.
We will cancel this treaty.
We'll go, sir.
We'll get there in time.
We're honored to serve you. Yes, sir.
Here is our supplies.
We'll make you proud.
Captain of the Kraken, waiting for orders.
Get more supplies up.
The ship behaves
Get the Kraken in here.
At your
It's an awful lot of military.
We salute you.
Missiles. I'll try to draw aggro with this guy.
Do you need the Kraken, sir?
Are you guys fighting in here? Why is it taking so long? Here comes Carino.
We salute you.
Troop carrier.
Is anyone helping?
On the move. Is that where you need us?
Fremen just backstabbed me.
What do you need? On our way.
Harkonnen's on me back there.
We'll go, sir. On our way.
Well, no, Fremen are over there.
We're honored to serve you.
It's hard to say what's going on. Harkonnens are back at my base.
My duke.
Still not helping at all.
Here.
They're coming to my base.
Sir.
We gotta go back.
We'll go, sir.
Thumper this land, maybe.
At your service.
We can also ceasefire him back here.
We salute you.
And we'll start grabbing barren lands. There's a ceasefire. We're walking home. We're rally pointing. We're prepping the next ceasefire.
Listening. Understood.
We got bad guys in our bases.
At your command.
Captain of the Kraken,
We
waiting
got
for orders.
Fremen at war with us for some reason.
We salute you.
Back on our lands here. We're losing too much stuff to just stupid junk. The Kraken crashed and burned.
To serve
Oh
you.
well. Main base needs. Why can't I click on it? RC.
Need to blow something up?
You guys all fly home.
At your service.
We can. Oh, what happened here? This got freed? That's weird. The Baron's leaving.
On duty.
I think we're back to status quo. Oh, Jesus, guys. Warden.
We are ready. Any orders? At your service.
At your command.
Troopers are good. We need rangers, really.
We're honored to serve you.
We're about to take barren lands. $28 on Carino. Yeah, the other barren land's got a renegade base, so we can't PA that one. Missiles. He's flying right on top of it. We're not even gonna get it done in time.
My duke.
That's fine.
What do you need?
We're gonna fly over and jump on the worm nest, I think, is the next call.
We salute
Once this army gets up. Hopefully Carino's not camping anything. Why can't be targeted by an attack? Apparently we can't annex through that.
you. At your command.
We're at 27-ish.
What do you need?
I don't think... Yeah, so that's not even done, right? No.
We salute you.
We've got to go try and take the worm nest, maybe? Is our next great hope?
We're honored to serve you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. RC's coming up. There's no doubt about that.
At your command. We'll halt here. Yes, sir.
There is a thumper on us. We may all be eaten. Where's Gurney? Run speed.
Yes, sir.
Run speed. Get off the
It's
sand.
right move. On our way.
Oh, we got wormstruck.
It shall be done.
We lost a bunch of troopers. Rally point up to the front lines.
What do you need?
Listening.
Win that fight. Fremen are taking my land back here. I could nuke them off that if needs be. I need to try and win this fight, which is gonna be dicey, because I got a whole Fremen stack that could just jump right on top of me.
At your service. At your
And we lost a lot of guys to the worm strike. Ugh, the worm strike's gonna come back to bite us for sure. That special is getting capped off me. 28-7. That I'm gonna lose. Nothing else. I've got to have this cap or I lose the game. More troopers. I've got the nuke in my back pocket. It's got to be this cap or we lose the game. That's it. That's everything. Let's prep a support intelligence.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna lose that back there. Carino is getting ahead. Here come the Fremen.
Command. We'll make you proud.
Here comes the worm.
We'll hold here. It's the right move. We're honored to serve you.
Let's fight as best we can. Maybe some of them got lost.
At your command. We'll do it for
It's
you,
not that chunky of a Fremen force.
my Duke.
Agreed. Understood.
I don't know. It's tough.
Atreides.
Ready.
We'll ceasefire that so it doesn't progress at all.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
run these extra troops in that we
Yes, sir.
basically worm called on top of. We're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get it. The reinforcements are coming down. There's a Dune governorship. This got ceasefired to buy time, and we could still nuke it when the ceasefire is done. But if we don't win this fight, none of it matters. These guys need to go in the last stand mode, and I don't think we're gonna win it. The mission. What? What's going on? Sorry, I haven't read chat at all. I know. They let Carino win. I know. I'm a little surprised that nobody else was on board with fighting Carino. Everybody still wanted to fight the old Atreides. It's the way she goes sometimes. Yeah, we need to win this fight, and we're not going to. I wish our Kraken hadn't died before. Does it make sense to do anything? Landsrad guards, probably, and then we rally up here. See if we could buy some more time. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Governorship ourselves? No, we need Landsrad guards for sure. But we're not going to win them. House Harkonnen's going to win them. But what can you do? What can you do? Let's let it fly. Harkonnens get the guards. We're back to combat here.
We'll make you proud.
We are ready.
It
Let's
shall
focus
be
fire.
done.
Worms ate our reinforcements. That's pretty bad.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Dukes. Still rally pointing to the front lines. We got Baron on us too. Yeah, we're not winning it. We won the governorship. Is there any mercenaries around? Not really. No, that's not even what it is. I must have got a guy arrested. Someone arrested my Bene Gesserit, so we can't even get another ceasefire up. That's always fun. think Carino wins it? It's hard to say.
We're focused.
Oh, I wish those reinforcements haven't gotten killed.
At your service.
You can always nuke the Baron off over there, but
Ready for instruction.
there's nothing left to Carino backcapping. Carino backcapping. GG. Yep. They gave it to Carino. GG. Reckon Paul with the Carino. Well, you know, the Atreides hate. I'm not too surprised. It was pretty sweaty there. It would have been a very close thing if we hadn't lost 20 Sepia guys running into the worm nest right there. Right? We went a little too fast before our thumper was ready. Did we even have a thumper prepping at that point? I don't even know. But yeah, everybody jumped on me. I mean, they jumped on me, one, because they hate Atreides, and two, because no one likes Atreides. Our research center was done, and then the Baron was able to get me off of his back cap super quick before I even built anything on it. And then the other thing the Baron had is his back cap had the Renegades on it, so there was nothing we could do there. And so the Carino, when I attacked them, they abandoned their territory, that bottom territory again. They had capped that. They abandoned that so that they looked like they submarined down. I don't know why more people weren't paying attention to that. The Carino defense is so strong, but so is the Atreides. Like, the Atreides are miserable to fight. I was really surprised that they all jumped on me instead of at least trying to take something off of Carino, because Carino was clearly doing good there. Good cook. Good job. Tough one. There's a yellow mission giving me hedge. Was that true? Maybe so. I don't think it would have been enough. It's tough. Tough fight. It was a very, very close one. We weren't gonna make it. We weren't gonna make it. It was a close. It was a couple things could have broken our way, but they didn't though. Yeah, I was surprised that someone didn't take something off of Carino there. Everyone just sort of walked away. Oh well. It was a good game. It was a tough fight. Sort of the problem of those end game scrappy lobbies is no one wants to do anything because everyone wants to just sort of play for the status quo. You know, we did our best to jump on Harkonnens, which didn't work out great. Upvote the stream if you'd like to. Only upvote the stream if you enjoyed it or if you want to support me. If you had a bad time, that's all right. I don't need the thumbs up. I'll live without it. But that's it for us, boys. We had a good game. We had a couple good games. Our first one was great. The ECAS match was wonderful too. That was a fun one. That was a really terrible map we played on. Boy, that spawn was just awful. I think most people had a pretty bad time there, but it seemed like we had a bad one too, for sure. We made like literally zero money the whole game. Our income peaked at like 140 or something. Pretty haggard. We had good money because we were stockpiling and we were very careful with our expenditures, but yeah, there's no reason to chome because we weren't gonna beat anyone else choming, and they were all keeping themselves from choming to victory. Yeah, it was just a tough one. It was well played. I was a little surprised everyone opted to kill me at the end instead of Carino, but it's the way she goes. You know, if you're Atreides, you're Atreides. And Atreides are very strong in this patch. They got a lot of potential, a lot of strength. All right, folks. GG. Thank you. We're still getting used to these live streams. They're a new thing to learn. When's the Atreides guide coming? Atreides guide in 2 weeks-ish. I think next week we're going to aim for a Smuggler's Guide. Atreides after that, and Vernius after that, and then we'll be done with guides until they redo stuff. Fun game. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to call it here. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you at the next one. Take care.